I wanted to get into the groves solo because you can bring your NPCs with you. That was something I was attempting to kind of do when I was playing this game a lot, is I was starting to level up all of my NPCs and give them the best gear possible so that I could solo groves. And like, apparently you can solo like really high-end groves you don't ever need to play this game multiplayer if you really focus on your NPCs. Apparently, nice. We can start off with some farming this morning. Do. Yo, have a good day, Kate. Do. Bum, 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 bum. All right, hopefully I have enough purple seeds here. Let me go to the store real quick first. Got hero and all the lives, minus the other combat lives I haven't touched. Ooh, nice. Okay. Just in case we need those. I have to get back into Fantasy Life. I have a ton to do, but I really like this game. Yeah, me too, man. There's Fantasy Life's always on my mind. I think about this game almost daily. But I just have so many games to play and so little time, I don't lean into it too often. But I literally think about this game probably daily. Like, I thought about starting the show with it this morning. And like I said, I had that dilemma because past me didn't think things through and said that he would do something that wasn't the best decision. And while some mornings I would just show up and be like, sorry y'all, I changed my mind, which is fine. So this morning I didn't want to do that. I wanted to make sure I was at least here in case somebody really, really wanted to do some AC. So I figured, you know, a couple hours would be fine. But honestly, I just feel validated because... Well, let me turn down this music. I just feel validated because I knew in my gut that I was right. And sometimes in life, it's the little victories that matter, you know? When you just have that moment like, yeah, I was right. Yeah. Dude, I love this game so much. No, stop. I'm trying to farm here. Do. Yo, it's good to see you, by the way, Baxter, buddy. I saw you popping in here as well. And welcome in. Yeah, we saw the No Man's Sky update. No Man's Sky update just popped this morning. Believe me, I was tempted to go in that direction as well. But I missed this game. All right, boss time. Mohi Miho. Yo, what's up? What's up, Pastel Constellations, by the way? Level 96 farming. I'm so close to my goal. All right, sick. Do. Now, how do I change? Okay, formation. Okay, so we're going to change our formation because I'm not looking to have any NPCs with me. And we're going to have a little fun today. So I thought about the content that I have left in this game, and unfortunately, some of it is not my favorite content. So let's start off with everything I have left to do in this game and what I want to do for all of you on the show. Starting things off, I want to still get hero in every class so we can hear the song for every class. And that's still a goal. We're still doing that. We have Mercenary, Paladin, which we're playing today. We have Blacksmith, Carpenter, Alchemist, Artist. Sorry, Master. I meant Master in every class. So what we have left is Blacksmith, Woodcutter, Paladin, Mercenary. 4 left, and we're going to do all 4 of them. However, some of the other stuff I have to do, for example, like leveling up some of my classes and everything, is really just me like grinding a bunch of mini games over and over again, or doing treasure grows over and over again. And some of that content I got burnt out on doing live, and I want to do that stuff in my free time when I find the time. So I sat and I thought this morning, what do I still have left to do that's like exciting, that's not multiplayer? Because multiplayer stuff is still on the table. But when I'm in the mood to do single player stuff, what do I have left to do on the show for all of you? And that's where we're here today. We have 4 more classes to master. And I decided, why not finally bust open, crack open, if you will, one of the combat classes I have yet to play, Paladin. So we're going to go pick up our Paladin license, and we're going to try a brand new class today. I thought about continuing our mercenary journey that we kind of haphazardly started and then quit. But I think, nah, let's just go try Paladin out, and we're going to do all the Paladin quests, and we're going to have a little bit of fun here. So let's go check out a brand new life today and continue our journey in fantasy life and see what's up. So we have to head over to the city, and I don't remember how to do that. What am I doing here? Is there like a world map option? Minus button. Switch map. Yeah. I don't remember how to fast travel in this game. It's been so long. Like, map. Here it is. Found it. Nope, this is not the map I want. I know I can go talk to the dragon, so let's just go do that. I know I can go talk to the dragon, so we can at least just go do that. But there's another way to travel, I just don't remember. Oh yeah, no, this is it. Oh, here it is. I have to go through the different maps, like the depths and Tears of the Kingdom. Okay. All right, off to Eternia Village. All right, it's been a while. Don't judge me. Grand Bazaar's got you in a chokehold. That game's so good. Going back to a game is like 30 minutes of how do I play this? I know, it's so dumb. Ooh, nice. Wait, what is this quest and what do you want? Okay, you can have this. You can have an old silver hoe. Nice. Some random quest that I had ready to turn in. Oh, she wants my big beak eggs, but the big beak eggs are so expensive. It's like, she wants 3 of my big beak eggs. It's like, no. I need those for like upgrades and stuff. Sorry, old lady. You're not getting my stuff, dude. Freaking, I don't know who she thinks she is. Those things are kind of rare, dude. All right, where's the, I got a quest down here. It's a cat. Oh man, I got itchy nose syndrome today. Okay, I'll give you some food I cooked. Sure. But she needs breakfast? Nah, man. Subnautica is coming to Switch 2. Well, Subnautica is on Switch 1 and Below Zero. So maybe there's a Switch 2 edition coming, which would be needed kind of, because I can tell you the Switch 1 edition didn't run really well at all 5 years ago, 4 years ago. I don't know if that's still the case, but
I'm so glad to see your darling face. What can I do for you?
all right, Paladin life, here we come. Hylian chooses the Paladin life. Your Paladin journey starts today. And here's my master right here. The Queen of the Paladins. Hello, my mistress. To protect the peace. I've been waiting for you, brave hero. I'm Kuna, captain of the Paladins of Mystria. Listen close, as I will hereby teach you the great responsibilities that we Paladins have been tasked with. A Paladin's duty is to protect and maintain peace throughout the kingdom of Mystria. We carry out the wishes of King Renoa, and if any foes wish to do our people harm, it falls to us to strike them down. That is why we serve. Work hard, fulfill your duties, and we will make a proper Paladin of you yet. Now that the formalities have been dealt with, it's time to teach you how to wield a sword. Swords allow for quick attacks with little downtime. Press X or Y to combo your attacks. Equip a shield for a balanced approach. The Paladin in charge of your training awaits you in the royal capital. There is much to teach you, but I trust you will remain diligent. Until we meet again. No, we don't skip the tutorials around here. All right, let's roll. Yeah, we don't skip tutorials around here. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, and then we got our shield we can block with R. Ooh, nice. All right, can't I mount up? How do I do that? What's the mount button? I don't remember what the mount button is. Oh, it's plus, isn't it? No. Minus? No. I thought there was like a quick action for mounting. Isn't there? L1? Oh, I can't hear. That's why. I was in town still. Okay, sick. Yeah! Woohoo! I love my turtle boy. Thanks, Oaf. Oh, and I can double jump. I can double jump on this bad boy now. Look at that. Turtle's got hops, dude. Look at that. And I can climb cliffs as a turtle sideways. Look. Oh, I can't show you here because that's... Watch. We can climb cliffs, dude. We're turtle boys. Turtle boys. Turtle boys. All right. To protect the peace. Nice to meet you. I'm your senior officer, RC Arsenio. I've been tasked with overseeing your training as a paladin. Now remember, I'm your superior. Sure, I might have only joined 3 days ago, but in the armed services, rank matters. So our first order of business will be to head to the market and ask citizens if there's anything troubling them. Wow. I don't have fun mounts yet. All I have is the dragon, the camel, and the unicorn. I mean, not bad choices. Not bad. Not bad. The turtles. I got 2 turtles. Got a couple horses. Got a camel. Got a woolly. Got a motorcycle I made. Got a camel I can't use because it's DLC content. Wait, it's the same camel. Anyways, and then I got this Pegasus. I wish you could have multiple saves. Yeah, you get mounts for all sorts of stuff. You can buy them, you get them from Quest, you can craft them. There's all sorts of mounts to unlock in the game. Yo, what's up, market lady? What up, CJ? What will we do? Excuse me, citizens. What seems to be the trouble? You see, we are but simple merchants. We always have fresh produce. We always have the fresh produce we need sent to us by a local merchant. A new shipment was supposed to arrive, but the Swindle Wolf attacked the merchant and made off with the goods. So Swindle Wolf? I've heard that species is extremely dangerous. Of course, we're not the only ones who are suffering as a result of the theft. Our customers are going to be so disappointed when they find out we're out of fresh veggies. However, can we face them? Fear not, citizens. The Paladins will secure the stolen goods and return them to you. The merchant was said to have been attacked on the road to Eternia Village. Scoundrels. Scoundrels. I thought you played on PC at first. I did. Yeah, I have the PC version. And I own the Switch version as well because I'm a sucker. And I just play back and forth. I just play on whatever is convenient at the time. I just kind of go back and forth between both. It's pretty nice that there's cross progression, you know? All right, let's go. Let's start our Paladin journey. You know what's troubled me, officer? This morning, Rosie and ACGC wrote on the bulletin board that she buried a Black Queen. I thought she admitted to murder. Y'all, it was a chess piece furniture. She is sick. What's up, Officer Jennifer? You're Paladins? Oh, thank goodness. Please, could you help me get my stolen goods back? Stolen goods, you say? Then you must be none other than the victim of the recent Swindle Wolf scandal. Swindle Wolf scandal? I had no idea that this incident was so well known already. I got a glimpse of the thief right before it got away. It was huge. Gleaming eyes, razor-sharp fangs. Just thinking about it gives me the creeps. That's terrifying. For some reason, I'm starting to get a sinking feeling that the monster is still around here somewhere. Grrr. Ah, the Swindle Wolves. You know how to wield a sword, right? Go on, put that thing to use. I hate this guy's nose. Shred him. Nice. Does blocking, do I take less damage? I do. So you still take damage, but it's less. Cool. I love that it's on Switch, yeah. Well done. Splendid fighting, you two. Who's this stoned? Look at this dude. Hey. Oh, Officer Gordon, what are you doing here? Greetings, Paladin Highland. My name is Gardon. I serve the kingdom as a paladin a whole 5 days longer than Arsenio, which means I'm exactly 8 days your senior. You've proven your proficiency with the blade. Now we shall teach you the proper way to use a shield in battle. At higher ranks, you'll also unlock a counterattack. Sick. A counterattack sounds great. Is something wrong? It's just that those monsters from earlier looked a bit different from the ones I saw. Oh, frick. A boss. Ow, stop hitting me. Oh yeah, I can roll. I forgot about that. We have a roll. I guess I should just get used to blocking more. Got him. If these guys are training you, I worry about Paladin life expectancy. Well, you actually took those things down. Everyone, come over here quickly. Those pesky monsters. It looks like they've been hoarding stolen goods. Look, there's a bunch of vegetables here too. They must be the ones that the folk in towns were waiting for. Well done, troops. Report back to the captain with the good news. Received stolen goods. Sick, let's just go home now. They're ours. Isn't that how that works? Confiscate, take it home. Oh, we were going this way. All right, here's your stuff, market lady. You saved our vegetables. We can't thank you enough. The produce for the royal palace is safe too. We're truly in your debt. For the palace? Some of the vegetables are meant for King Renoa himself. The palace cooks order them specifically for the royal family. Then these vegetables must be really something special. Please take this with our sincere thanks. When someone thanks you, the best thing to do is accept it with a smile. If you feel bad about accepting a reward today, then just swing your sword even harder tomorrow to protect the peace. He's like, take bribes, dude. Is that the logic of taking bribes as a police officer? Just take bribes, dude. And then just police harder tomorrow. Yeah, No Man's Sky update. We've been talking about it all morning. Yes. No Man's Sky update. And there's drops all weekend long. So we'll be participating for sure in some of those shenanigans. Bum 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 bing bum bum bum. All right, we did it. Let's go.
Nicely done. I'm impressed.
Fine work, Paladin. Gardon informed me of your bravery. Not only did you defeat the monsters, you helped people in need. On top of that, you secured a shipment of produce intended for King Renoa himself. It's clear you have a promising future. Now, I'd say it's about time for you to enjoy the fruits of your labor. No pun intended, I guess. Fruits, vegetables, I don't know. Anyways. I hereby grant you, Hylian, the rank of fledgling paladin. But do not be afraid. I will be there every step of the way to guide you as you walk the brilliant path of a paladin. Very good. Then say it with me. Why do we serve? To protect the peace.
Until we meet again.
Be well, soldier. You have a bright future ahead of you. Sick. We got the Squire's sword and 1,000 dash. What did you think of the Nintendo Direct? A solid 6.8742 repeated out of 10. Not too bad. All right, where's my Squire sword at? We're gonna rock one of these Squire swords. I got a bronze one here. Who made this? I did. Perfect. We're not gonna use my crazy equipment that's gonna break the game wide open. We're gonna use something humble. We're gonna humble ourselves. Nah, just kidding. We earned destroying everything. We're gonna use the apocalypse sword. Nah, just kidding again. Like, wouldn't that be crazy? Like, oh, we're starting a new character. Let's use the 1,000 damage sword and just walk through the game. Like, somebody gave this to me the last time we did multiplayer. Look at this. A player gave me this. 1,000 damage is insane, dude. It's been aged and everything. Like, anyways, back to the Squire sword, I suppose. Not me starting a new life with amazing equipment and level 70 buddies. I was expecting the Digimon story game to come to Switch 2, so finding out it was coming to Switch 1 made my day. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. I like the Direct. Yeah, there's a lot of real cool games to look forward to. I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy VII, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Do I want to start and just like have fun and just kick everything's butt, or do I want to start a more humble life and like try to feel out what a paladin would be like without all the bells and whistles, you know? It's hard because I like a challenge and I like having fun, but we've also earned our stripes at this point, right? But I think we will one-shot everything if we use certain equipment. It's like, do we want to one-shot stuff? Is that what we're trying to do? I don't know, you know. 50% chance of inflicting frostbite. What? What does frostbite do for us? I actually don't have a ton of like overpowered shields, actually. Surprisingly enough. I wonder if my best shields are being used by my NPCs. No, not really, actually. Okay, I'll use this. Cute. All right, what kind of armor do we have? Let's see what kind of armor we have to work with. The iron helm. Oh, I crafted this. Oh, because I've been doing blacksmithing. Oh, so I have like random gear and stuff in here. That's kind of cool. I crafted like a bunch of stuff. And with blacksmithing. Ooh, we have a golden helm. Wind resistance, dark resistance, HP, magic resist, critical evasion rate. Let's use, look at this, merfolk helm. Ooh, Lucinda got a pyramid. We haven't seen a pyramid in a while. Dude, the golden helmet seems sick. I don't know what kind of outfit I want to rock. So right now I'm just looking for armor. We'll do our outfit afterwards. So there's an obvious answer because we have the one outfit, this one. This is the one that you're supposed to use basically for all combat classes. So let's just do that for now. And then whatever cape we want. Right? But this is not what my character's going to look like. This is just like my actual gear. All right, where's my XP earned at? Here we go. Plus experience. And then what about this? Item drop rate. We'll go with the item drop rate. Dun, 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 dun. I thought I had... Here it is. I was about to say, I thought I had a 15% item drop rate. Okay. All right, so then we have all this stuff. But then what we can do is back out and go to outfits. And now we can actually change what our character's going to look like. And this is where I like to have fun in this game, because I can really make myself some cool looking sets of gear. So I think I want my character to maybe look unique. Like we have this snake skin helmet. Like this could be sick. We could do like a classic knight here, right? Let's see what a classic knight looks like. The iron boots. So this is the classic knight. Interesting. I don't know if I like the classic knight as much though. I think I want to do something a little bit different. Let's see what we have in here. I have the desert headwear, and I do like the desert headwear. Or we have like the tunico cap we made. The normal paladin gear is kind of trashy, I'm not gonna lie. What's a good like warrior cap? Oh, the blacksmith bandana's kind of badass. We could just rock a bandana in general. The foreman's bandana. Just straight up some cat ears. Oh my lord. Is this what I would look like if I wore them on stream? Should we just run around as Tom Nook? Should we just run around as Tom Nook? Boom, 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 boom. I'm actually gonna rock my bald head, I think. I'm gonna rock my bald head. I think this might be sick. I don't know why. And then we're just gonna have some really sick armor. Yeah, like something real sick to go with it, like the golden armor or something. I might rock bald life, dude. Foreman's outfit. Yeah, and we could just go like gold armor from here. Did I ever make the golden pants? I did. Golden greaves. Do I have golden boots? I do. Yeah. And then we could rock the golden cape. Oh my, we look epic. Wait a second. I look like a superhero. That's kind of sick. I kind of want to just rock like a regular wooden shield. We'll use a gold shield. This is kind of cool. I don't really like many of the shields. Captain Shield's kind of sick with the green. The red dragon. Okay, that's badass. Okay, and then what's sword? The flame saber maybe to match the shields. Yeah. Perfect. Or the dragoon sword. No, I like the flame saber. So what I'm doing now is I'm not changing my gear. I'm just changing what my character looks like. So now this is what I look like as a paladin. Yeah, I'm a bald hero. Yes, dude. Now I could do something with my glasses though. What glasses do I have options of? The eye patch, the monocle. No. The protective goggles. No. Okay, we don't have any good choices. That's fine. All right, let's go figure out what the heck we're doing. What's up, Gingy? Let's go figure out what the heck we're doing. Let's go to Quest. And let's go to Paladin. And let's go destroy some stuff. Tropical Toad, Cornies, Proto Beetles. Okay, it's all this stuff in this main area outside of town, just like the game starts for everybody. So let's go. Let's go brawl. We're gonna destroy everything. I know, I thought the eye patch was kind of slay as well. I wasn't sure if I liked it. Yo, what's up, Ham Labs? I don't know if Tom portrays proper paladin personality traits. You don't think so? Poor Tom. I'm imagining we don't need a ton of like these older materials. Like how much like copper and stuff do we have? I have to have so much of that stuff that I can ignore it. But let's just like take a quick look and see what some of our low level materials are at. It's not too bad. This stuff only takes me a second to farm up, so I might just do some general farming here and get myself some loot across the board while we're out here. Because it's like, it's kind of, can I fix my camera? What the heck? Okay, it was because of the cliff over there. Yeah, I don't really mind because, you know, you kind of always need loot in this game for some reason or another. Sorry, sleeping turtles. Wake up. Wake up, turds. Dude, I think my character looks sick. Well, I'm not one-tapping everything, so that's good. You know, a couple two-taps here and there. This game really was like a mini MMO. This game really was just like a miniature MMORPG in a lot of ways, and it's so cool. It's so cool for that, I think. In a lot of ways, I wish it was a full blown out MMORPG. I really do. Oh, yeah, sure. You can have this weapon, homie. Yeah, in a lot of ways, I kind of wish it was. There's like a full, persistent live service world. Because it has the potential there, for sure. Okay, I might have an iron claymore laying around. I don't. All right. Is there a blacksmithing table here that I could use? No, there's not. Bam, 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 bam. Yo, what's up, Mongrel? Hey, welcome back, man. Oh, itchy nose day, dude. Sometimes you just wake up in this dry weather and it's just like, I can't not itch my nose all day. Playing MTG with some friends. Our first house rules, nobody is allowed to play Platinum Angel anymore. No more Platinum Angel. 4/4 opponents can't win and you can't lose its effect. I love house rules. Like one of the house rules I just learned about with the people that I play is no tutor cards. They don't like using tutors. Tutors are cards that just let you search your deck for any card. I just found out because I was building a deck and my crew was like, actually, we don't like tutors. And they were like, it's not a big deal. They're not like a bunch of punks about it. But they were like, we try to play fair here and like have fun and tutors are just too OP. And I was like kind of shocked. I didn't expect that. They were like, yeah, we don't really do that. Yeah, I wasn't like all the way ready for that actually, but I was totally on board because I do respect like setting ground rules so the game's actually fun. Tutors are awful and unfair. Yeah, apparently that other people feel the same way. You know what I mean? And like, I get it because like they are just, oh, now I can go to my deck and get any of one card that I want for basically zero. Like see you later, like game's over. And in a game like Commander, it's even more OP because Commander has like that feeling of sometimes it only takes one card to win the game. You know what I mean? Magic's always been like that, but Commander specifically. Be cool if they had an option to play in an online or offline session. Yeah, I think that would be sick. Bum, 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 bum. So I guess I'm gonna have to play my green deck without Worldly Tutor, which I'm a little sad about because I love Worldly Tutor, but I'm all for playing fair. You know what I mean? I'm all for us having a more rich, like, interaction, a more rich experience. My husband was just telling me to play this. How is it so far? What's up, Stephanie? It's great. Yeah, this game is an action RPG, right? At its core. It's an action RPG, so it has a story, it has a ton of combat, and it's meant to be approached as an action RPG. However, it also has some very cozy vibes and decoration and like very cozy gamer adjacent vibes. So while the game is again an action RPG at its core, and you're gonna have to fight a lot of stuff, and there's boss battles, and there's a lot of stuff that's gonna, you know, you're gonna get your butt kicked here and there, and there's stats and there's skills, and it also is somehow pretty cozy and like has a bunch of cozy elements, and it has fishing and farming and sim stuff, and so it's a very well-rounded experience, and it's pretty cool. You see I'm building an Ent Treefolk deck? No, that's so sick. What's up, Euphoria? Tropical toads. You guys gotta go, you little toaders. You guys gotta go, you little toaders. Sorry, my duders. Sorry, my toter dudes. Sorry, not sorry. Been up since 4 a.m. Oof. Sorry to hear it. Sorry to hear it. I know all about that low sleep life, though. Kind of living that life a bit today myself. A Jaws Voltron deck. Very happy with all the ridiculous things I have duct taped to that shark. That's so sick. That sounds so fun. I'm currently building a super eclectic, very personal deck that I've been building for my whole life and iterating on. So originally it was called the Viridian Joiner deck. And it was focused on this card that was a 1/2 for 3 that you tap it and it gives you green mana based on its power. And the whole deck was based off of like giant growth and other pump, and then you pump the Viridian Joiner and then you make stuff happen. Like the whole deck is based around the idea of pumping and then dumping and getting mana. So it's like you have stuff like Seasons of Growth that gives you draw every time you cast a card that targets your own card. Then you have stuff like this creature, you gain X life, where X is the most amount of power on your field, or you have stuff like draw X cards where X is the highest amount of power on your field. And then the thing that I started doing in recent life, and what I really did to bring the deck to the next level, is I discovered untap. So I started putting these little 1-cost, give the creature a 1/1 token, but untap it. So I could do stuff like giant growth. So the creature's a 7/7. Then I could tap it for 7 mana. Then I could tap it again. I could untap it for 1. So now I have 6 mana and it has 8 power. Then I could tap it again and add 8 more mana. So now I just went to 14 mana and it's turn 3. And I could do whatever I want. And that's like the basis of this deck. And now I'm turning it into a commander deck where I'm going to do the same thing, but just commander. And I'm just going to like get crazy with it. And it looks fun. For those that follow Magic, hopefully I explained that correctly. But yeah, there's a secret entrance in this cave, actually. I just remembered there's a secret in this cave. Let's go down into the basement. There's a bunch of high-level stuff here, I think. I see Euphoria. Well, good on you for just... A baby's got to do what a baby's got to do. Did you ever play with the survival mechanic from Duskmourn? No, I don't think so, but I'd have to be reminded to be sure. Most of my Magic over the past 5 to 10 years has unfortunately just been Arena, because I haven't had people to play with. Okay, now we're in trouble. These are level 55s, and I can't take hits from them. But I can hold up. I can go toe-to-toe with them. Now we're here to cook. We did this with the mercenary as well. We did a bunch of like super hard stuff as the mercenary. Stuff that like we shouldn't have been doing at that level. Nice, the shield actually helps a lot. Okay. Nice. But here's the problem. Now we're like power leveling ourselves. Now all of a sudden we're gonna be like, we're boosting. Now we're like locking in on some boosty stuff. We're boosting, baby. So we have to be careful because we could just start power leveling doing this. I want to do more groves because you can bring NPCs. Proceeds not to bring NPCs. Yeah, because I'm starting a new character. And when I start a new life, that's a new combat life, I like it to like somewhat have a challenge and like be like somewhat interesting, even though I'm using like 1,000 damage weapons and it doesn't matter. None of it matters. That's why I decided to give myself all my gear and stuff. Because I realized like it doesn't matter. It's not like this game is like difficult in that sense. It's all fun. It's all love. It's all a blast. It doesn't matter if I'm doing 1,000 damage or if I'm doing 1. We're just here for a good time. You know what I mean? So I was like, whatever. I probably should have just grabbed NPCs. You know what I mean? Because like it doesn't matter. Sorry, this ain't Hades. Yeah. Yeah, while this game can be challenging at times, don't get me wrong. That's not really the point of the game. It's not challenging in that sense. It's meant to be challenging in other ways. Through grinding, through like late game recipes, through collectibles and trying to unlock everything. That's where this game shines as like a challenge. Is collecting everything, getting all the recipes, mastering all the lives, the grind. That's where this game poses a challenge. It doesn't necessarily pose too much of a combat challenge outside of the occasional encounter that will make you go, ow. There are occasional encounters in this game that make you go, ouchies. But that's not really what this game is about, you know what I mean? I like the challenge of building a character and a team. Yeah. Bum 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 bum. Quests. All right, we're looking for cornies. We're looking for tortoises and Cornella the boss. All right, let's go. Cornies, tortoises, and then the one boss, which is just up here. We could just fight him again, I think. Here it is. All about having your cards tapped in main phase 2. They would have effects on them. Oh, nice. I'll have to look into it. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, here's some tortoise boys. I think we need a couple more corny boys and then we're done. I think so. A couple more corners and then we're done. What was the game that we were playing where we couldn't figure out how to catch bugs? Until we realized that, like, you just have to press the A button. Was that this game? It was Grand Bazaar. That's what it was. I was just trying to think about that. I'm like, what a silly situation. Like, we couldn't figure out how to catch bugs, and then we realized you just press like the A button. To be fair, the game doesn't like really do a good job to tell you that. I think it tells you that once, and then just kind of leaves you to it. What's up, Shalom? All right, I think we still need one more corny. Unfortunately, they're not spawning fast enough, but I think there might be some closer to town or on the other side of town. Let's go check. Yeah, here we go. Come here, cornies. I only knew because I watched the stream, was waiting on a net. Yeah. All right, and then the last thing we have to do is we have to use this new ability, which we have to learn. So let's go to the skill board. Sonic Blade. All right, Sonic Blade acquired. We'll get ourselves some max SP. Get ourselves some defense and some HP. Let's get tanky. 83 skill points. Yeah, dude. That's the life of just equipping a bunch of high-end equipment and going nuts. Yeah, exactly, dude. 10% damage reduction with shield. That's cool. All right, we'll get a little bit of attack, but we don't need much. Let's just focus on defense and HP. Let's just get mad tanky. Ooh, magic defense. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, let's just get mad tanky. Critical evasion rate? Yo, sick. Minus 10% damage from enemies. So the Paladin's just a ton of damage reduction, which is really cool, actually. Plus 50 max HP. Okay. All right, we'll chill there. But now we have to go back and use this skill. So let's go find some stuff to slaughter. Sonic Blade. Oh, it's a beam. Oh, sick. Oh, sick. How do you lock on in this game? Like that. Okay. Tight. Dope, dude. The link blade. Out of context game statements. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, what's up, Band Slam? Good morning, dude. It's a good amount of mana, though. How do I check my current active buffs? Like that. That's like, I have like a boost right now called a pop. It's because of the sword. There's some kind of like special effect with this sword where it pops off. Like, let's read about it. Right? Like, oh, I guess I can't read about it? There's like something happening where if you use this apocalypse sword, it like builds up energy over time or something. That's what that effect around my body is, but I don't even know. I can't really tell what it's doing. I'm playing on the Switch too, but I have the PC version as well. It's got to be some kind of boost. We're boosting. Yeah, maybe I can read about it. Why are we stuck at nighttime? Why isn't my game switched back to day? I've been waiting the whole time for daytime. I forgot that I'm supposed to be using this attack the whole time. Oops. All right, 15 more. The Texas Ranger baseball team has a Power Rangers theme night. Well, that's pretty fitting. If you go in and out of a cave or a building, it'll change. Yeah, it's weird. I'm weirdly just stuck in perpetual night. Oh, I'm out of mana. How do I quick heal? Let's see. No, not like that. Like that. Yeah, boy. Should I continue the story or do side quests first? I think for this game, finishing the story is actually pretty important because it opens up like other stuff in the game to do. So I do encourage people to like follow the story and finish it up. But stopping to do a side quest here and there is fun, and that's like the beautiful thing of RPGs. So I guess, I mean, I am going to encourage you to finish the story, but, you know, don't be too shy to just take a break and... Yeah, look at my turtle, and he can double jump. This ain't your grandpa's turtle, okay? He's a big boy.
Well met, friend.
Well met, soldier.
How can I help? Yes.
All right, we blew through this rank. We are officially an apprentice. All right, now things get even tougher. So you guys witnessed, you know, you've been seeing a little bit of that, you know, that smooth side of things here. But as we progress, the challenges get tougher. They send us to more strange lands. Yeah, that's why yeah, Teddy Mackerel. It's like, if I really have to answer that question, I do encourage people to just finish the story. But it doesn't matter that much, I guess. All right, we're going to fight the Quetzal. So we're still going to be fighting in the area up north. Right? Yeah, I think we're still going... We're still heading to... this area. Let me double check. Yeah, I think we're heading to a cave. Where's my apple? I need to find Applejack apes. I'm fairly certain they don't have you leave the capital of Mystria right away. It's got to be a cave thing. It's got to be a cave thing for sure. Let's go in here real quick. The forest place? Ah, yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. All right, what about this cave right here? The Quetzal nest? Because we have to go here anyways. Yeah, that's just to fight the Quetzal. We already went in this cave and there were definitely no Applejack apes in here. All right. So we know where the Quetzal is. But what I'm trying to do is usually all of this stuff is in like one place. Usually. So the Applejack apes are for sure in the forest. So are the grass serpents. I wonder where the fluffy... Oh, it tells you right here. Ah, I remember. It tells you right here. Yes. Okay. Lulub Forest, Lulub Forest, Lulub Forest. Faraway Island, Lulub Forest Day. So we want to do the Lulub Forest Day, and we can do everything in one swoop. Then we have to go to Faraway Island for Peach Bees. And like one other thing. All right, let's go. Lulub Forest it is. During the day. And we have a quest here we might be able to turn in. Let's just go here. Do. All right, what do you want here, dude? Oh, an iron needle. Sure, bud. I craft all sorts of stuff. All right, wait, another quest? Hello, good sir. What would you like? A silver frying pan. All right. We'll get you going. We'll take care of you. Oh, Peach Bees. Nice. We can't get up there to that giant grass serpent. We have to go around this way. Oh, there's this board too. Yeah, because we're not done with all this stuff. Ooh, look at that. One more. Find Goldmere. And then we get the final reward. We just got to find Goldmere. I think it's a fishing thing, maybe? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We'll figure that out later. I have a question for this game. For the base camp shop, I need food plus thing, but I don't have a specific recipe. Is it just doing better on the dish? Yeah, that's right. So when you cook something, it has a different value and a different grade when you cook it. And if you can make it, if you cook it faster and more efficiently, then it will get a plus quality, or it'll get a great quality. Then it'll get a perfect quality. So usually those quests require you to cook something that's like a higher quality. So you need a higher skill in cooking, or you just need to get better at the mini game or something along those lines. Applejack, hey! Take that. Nice. Now I'm hungry for cereal. Great, thanks. I didn't think I'd find product placement in my video games. Ooh, some more peach bees. Yo, what's up, detective? Mr. Tour Guide. Okay, stop sucking. Yeah, no. Sucking can be a part of it, but usually it's your skill level and it's your ability. So you're going to notice something in this game. The skill board has a lot of importance when it comes to your crafting. So let me give you an example. So like, if you go to cooking, take a look at this right here. Improves ability to cook vegetable dishes, stews, and platters. See that? There's another one. There's other ones like this. Like, improves ability to cook desserts. So this is what I try to express to people when we played this game officially for hundreds of hours on the channel. Being good at the minigame matters, but for accessibility reasons, some of you are just bad at it. And there was some expresses in the chat of like a little bit of grief towards that. Like, damn, I wish the minigames weren't so important because I suck at them and I struggle at making stuff sometimes. Well, the game has a foolproof system in place. If you just get a high enough level, you can get skills that just make your life really, really, really easy when it comes to crafting. Every crafting tree has these. Every crafting tree has these. Watch. Artist. Improves ability to design interiors, walls, and floors. Improves ability to design exteriors. So once you start smashing through the tree, then the skills just make everything super easy with the crafting minigame. Look, crafting minigame time increased by 5%. Look, tap power action can be completed faster. What does that imply? That implies that you can't even play the minigame at a certain speed until you unlock skills. The more skills you unlock, the faster you can even play the game. There is a literal limitation, a limiter, on how fast you can even press the buttons early game. The game won't let you be any faster until you unlock something like Tap Master. Now I can go 5% faster. So even if your human skills are superior, early game, you can't even make things go faster because that's not how the game's designed. Once you get stuff like 2% faster, now your skill comes into play. So don't stress about the mini games, dude. Just level up. Just level up. Just play the game. Because as you level up, all of this stuff gets basically free. Like, I kid you not. When I cook a dish, I don't have to try at all most of the time, because I have all of these insane skills to like make the cooking just like super easy. Like I have increased time for the mini games. I get less punished when I make mistakes. Everything I cook is just naturally better because I'm just a better cook. I'm a hero. So yeah, this is the kind of stuff like you just got to play the game and you got to pay attention to your skill trees. Your skill trees are everything in this game. This is an RPG, y'all. Skills matter a lot. That's like the whole point of an RPG. Like, so you really don't want to sleep on this stuff. This stuff matters. Special skill. Let's go ahead and grab Sanity Slash. Saintly Slash. I said Sanity, Saintly Slash. So yeah, there's a little bit of knowledge for you, just in case you needed to hear that. Because the reason I went into that is because somebody had mentioned earlier that they always forget about the skill tree. And I was like, you know, this is a good opportunity to remind you, like, actually, you don't want to do that. Don't forget about the skill tree, especially the crafting classes, because the crafting classes need these skills. Like, not just want them, need them. You need these skills in order to get perfect and top tier dishes. So it's not a want, it's a need, it's a must. It's a big part of the game. So you can't sleep on your skills in the crafting classes. Yeah, they actually matter a ton, especially early game, right? Now, there are other ways to bypass problems with the minigame. And the last thing I'll say here is equipment. Eventually you get to a point to where you have equipment that just makes crafting stupid easy. Like, once you have a frying pan that's a certain high level skill, crafting becomes simpler naturally. So equipment matters, and you can have somebody craft you an item. Like, I could craft you an item right now, and that would make every crafting you do super easy until you get to that high end game stuff. And then there's actually one more thing worth mentioning that I forgot. Don't forget your buddies, because your buddies can also get, I'm sure you've noticed, Taco, and anybody else, your buddies can get special abilities when you're crafting. So like, if your team is equipped enough while crafting, you could get 3 different special attacks during the crafting minigame back to back. Like, I could get mine where I do 4 things instantly. Then I could switch to my next person and they can get their ability to bypass 4 things instantly. Then I could switch to my next person and do it again. And I just bypassed 12 actions instantly. So your buddies are also a massive part of crafting. Leveling them up matters like a lot as well, right? So I know I'm throwing a lot at you all, and specifically Taco, if you don't mind me calling you out. So don't try to absorb everything I just said, but I just wanted you to know what I really want you to take away from this is that if somebody out there is struggling with crafting in this game a little bit, think less about the mini game and more about your equipment, your NPCs, more about your skill tree. The last thing you should be thinking about is your ability to do the minigame. It matters. Failing the minigame will fail your build. Like, it sucks. Like, it is something you need to worry about. Sucking at the minigame does matter. Like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I've ruined some really good, like, pieces of armor because I just sucked at the minigame that day. I was tired, I was laying on the couch, and I just wasn't doing the minigame well. And I kept sucking. So, like, it matters, but just don't think about it too hard. Just know that it gets a lot easier as you level up your character. And, like, it'll be fine. Yeah, there's so much depth, right? Yeah, so there you go. So hopefully that helps anybody. You know, I like to do little teaching moments. I always take an opportunity where someone's struggling a little bit or expresses something towards a game where I could drop a little knowledge, drop a little advice for everybody. That's really, you'll notice I do that a lot as a creator, because I learned in retail that if one person's complaining about something, they're speaking for 20 people who don't open their mouth. So funny enough, I just apply my retail logic to my stream a lot. Like if somebody shows up in my stream and they're like, dude, I can't figure this out. I'm like, you know what? I bet you there's 20 other people who also can't figure this out. So why don't we have a quick moment and talk about it? Because some people just don't want to talk. Like some people don't want to type. Some people are embarrassed to ask. So why not just address it and try to help people out, you know? And I do that a lot on my stream. So I hope, don't ever feel called out if I ever use a question you ask as a springboard into a little education moment for the game we're playing. It's usually because I just try to treat my stream as if, you know, not everyone is willing to talk. Not everyone is willing to interact with me. Not everyone is willing to type, or maybe you're embarrassed to ask questions because people on the internet make you feel like an idiot for asking questions. It sucks. It's a pet peeve of mine. So I just answer the questions before you even ask. Because, like, you know, why not? Because the internet sucks and it tries to make us feel stupid for asking questions. So I just answer them before you even ask, and then we all win. Yo, good to see you, Satyr. Welcome in. All right, let's fight this boss. Let's go, baby. Ow. Oh, I missed my sanity slash. I saw y'all comments about it. Sanity slash. Sanity slash. Nice. Shredded. Dragon. More like dragging these paladin, Yo, what's up, Gnosis? Start using that on my kid. Hit him with the sanity slash. No such thing as a dumb question. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about that. Yeah, that's right. You know, how are you today, Elia Renee? Yeah, this is Fantasy Life. Could you explain how the fishing minigame works? Yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem. Let me find a quick place to fish, and I'd rather show you if you're gonna stick around for just a little. Here, I don't need this ore. Let me get this loot. Let me get this big one real quick. Yeah, the fishing is a little awkward in this game. And in a way, it's the hardest minigame when it comes to the resource collecting. It really is. It is the hardest minigame. I think it's the one that's the most complicated, especially at first. This game rewards exploring all the different life systems. Yeah, it really does. This game, like, it rewards you for playing all of the lives, but also provides a system in which you don't have to play them all if you don't want to. And I think that's pretty cool. I like that there's a reward for it, but it's not like you have to. You could, in theory, just play like 1 or 2 lives. You could shop for everything else you need. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that's cool. I like that they found a balance. Did we ever buy the special cherry stick from here? We did. Yeah, okay. All right, cool. Let's leave here for a second. And let's go find a fishing hole. There's one below me perfectly, and we can show you on a boss fight. Now, boss fights are a little different, but I'll still show you on the boss fight. So, oh, there's a small fish here too. Okay, perfect. So, fishing. First off, the fishing minigame starts off like every other fishing minigame. You just have to react to the fish biting your hook. This is normal, right? This is, we've all done this. So once you do that, what you need to do is you need to go around this and you need to find the sweet spot. So you use your left stick and you rotate around the stick. You don't press anything else, just the left stick. And then what you're doing is you're checking for the sweet spot by using your weakest, you want to use your least energy, weakest attack to find the sweet spot. So I'm going to press A. And I didn't find it, right? I didn't find it. I didn't find it. I'm not finding it. So we're struggling here. I didn't find it. I didn't find it. But there's a couple things. Stick with me. I have more to tell you. Just stick with me. All right. So I'm just giving you the basics. I'm just giving you the basics of how it works, but I want to layer this on top. So now that's the basics. You're supposed to be looking for the sweet spot, just like the trees or the mining. And you find the sweet spot by circling and pressing your attack. Once you find the sweet spot, you'll know because the game tells you it like says sweet spot. I'm assuming you know this because you've probably cut wood, you've probably mined, you've probably farmed, right? So sweet, you see how it says sweet there? We found our sweet spot. From there, you just keep hitting the sweet spot and you catch the fish. Now, let's talk about what this little bar right next to the circle means. This is the amount of attempts you have until you break the line. Listen to this. Everything but a sweet spot is going to cause this to go down. Watch. See how that went down? Bad. My line is breaking. You don't want that to happen. So you have to find the sweet spot within a short amount of time. Every single miss is going to lower the tension of your line and it's going to snap it. So you don't want to miss a lot. If you get a sweet spot, it goes back up. So the whole mini game is find the sweet spot before your line breaks. Are you following? Find the sweet spot before the line breaks. Now let me show you how it works in full motion, full time here with a boss battle. And then there's one last thing I have to explain for you. All right? I have to wait for this boss to come back because I'm a boob. But I'll show you. Okay, here we go. It came back right away. So there's one more thing I have to explain, and it's the check system. And the check system has a little secret for you. And there's a balloon in the chat. All right? Watch this. This is just like mining. Watch this. So you have the option to check. Now you see the question mark? That means that I chose the wrong spot. That means I chose the wrong spot. I'm close, but it's not the sweet spot. 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 You see, you know this? Now I got it. Sweet spot. However, watch this. If you get this, you see the 3 dots? The 3 dots always mean that it is directly across from where you are. Look, 3 dots mean that if you go directly across, your sweet spot's right there every time. Look, 3 dots directly across. Now, let's say I couldn't find, and now my line is breaking, and my line snaps. And I, unfortunately, couldn't find the sweet spot. I failed. So again, the whole mini game is find the sweet spot before your line breaks, and then only focus on the sweet spot. And the only difference for bosses is that the sweet spot changes in the fight. So let me show you a round of fishing. All right, we're checking for the sweet spot. I usually go quarterly. Okay, I found it with the dots. Now I'm going to go ahead and start using my charge techniques, and I'm going to start going in on this fish. I'm a high-level fisherman, so this is nothing for me. But I can show you like a high-level fish, and I struggle, right? I could show you a high-level fish battle if you want. It's a struggle. All right? It's brutal. So if that's something you need to see, let me know. But otherwise, that's it. That's how fishing works. Hopefully that helps you. Hopefully you found what you were looking for. So there's more information that can be garnered. Like there's a lot of little tips I can give you on how I approach the minigame, because there's actually a bunch of information that can be garnered, and how you approach the check system matters. So for example, you want to check wisely, because let me give you an example here. If I use the check right here and I get a question mark, I know for a fact that right here is also going to be a question mark. Well, like right here, sorry. Right? Because I knew that. How did I know that? Because we know that the 3 dots are going to tell me exactly where it is across the way. So you could take advantage of the sour and sweet spot. I like the sour spot stuff. You could take advantage of that. So if you don't get a sour spot, you know for a fact it's not here. That's knowledge. So let me explain my process. When I start, the first thing I do, I'm going to back out just to kind of reset. And I'll explain my process, and then I'm going to move on. All right, so here it is. So I check. Okay, it's not here. It's not across. It has to be either to the left or to the right of me. I will usually go about 2 spaces over. You see that? So I'll rotate my stick about 2 spaces over. Now, there's one thing that I didn't mention that I forgot about. And I learned that this is where people struggle. Y'all, you don't have to hold the stick. You realize that, right? Look. I learned this from playing this game for hundreds of hours on Twitch, that a lot of people struggle with this minigame because they think you have to hold the stick. Look, you don't hold the stick. Look. You go in a direction and then you let it go. So you can like rotate it around. Right? And then you can literally just leave it there. I think a lot of people, they go into this minigame and they think they're like holding the stick and they're like, oh, what am I doing? And it's like, no, you're literally just pressing the stick. You literally just go X, press the stick. Then you check here. Okay, now we know it's across. Done. That was me when I started fishing as well. I was holding the stick. Done. That was probably your only problem, and you didn't even need the past 5 minutes of explanation. I almost guarantee you. I forgot about that. I should have said that first. Everybody who struggles with the minigame, it's because they're holding their stick, and it's really hard to try to do everything at once. You're good. You're done. Go fish. You're fine. You're good from here. You're 100% good for here. Like, I forgot about that. That is the big problem with the fishing. I completely forgot. Now let's get some love in the chat for Ryan Perpetrator, who just hit us with a freaking 66-month tier 2 subscription, baby. Yeah, you do not have to hold the stick. Isn't that super silly? Isn't that super silly, dude? Slightly above west or slightly west of south always finds me the sweet spot or the sour spot. All right. How are we doing with quest? Have we killed everything? Thank you, Perpetrator. Thanks for your patience, by the way. Sometimes I have to skip so I can finish a thought. Sometimes you get scammed when you resub. All right, we just need to reset. There's also another part of Lullub Forest that we need to go to. I believe it's this right here. Because I think this right here is an exit. This takes you to an exit. I think this is where we want to go, if I remember correctly. What's up, Sleepy Cat Loaf? How's the new life going? It's going good. We're checking out Paladin for the first time. And so far, I think I like Paladin more than Mercenary. If I had to say something. Unless you have a controller with stick drift. Dude, yeah. Well, then you're just screwed. Stick drift sucks. Most of them on the other side of the off-brand Deku tree. Off-brand Deku tree. My favorite comment of the day. Oh, I went to the wrong area. Oops. We've done so much tutorial content for this game. I don't mind answering questions, and I get a little into it. I kind of enjoy it, actually. I actually really enjoyed playing this game on stream because of that. Because like, not every game I play has so many systems and like has so many good, awesome questions, and I could really stretch my gamer card wings and like showcase my wealth of knowledge in gaming, right? Like, I can do it a little bit in Animal Crossing because of decorating, but like not really. Like, people don't really have any questions about Animal Crossing. You know, you get like the occasional like, how do you play this game? But Stardew Valley is another one that's really good because Stardew has a ton of systems. Like, I love playing that game. I love when somebody comes into the chat and they're like, yo, how does this work? And I'm like, oh, well, let me tell you. I know exactly how that works. I have 1,000 hours in this game. Like, I forgot we're following the music here. We're in the Lost Woods. Doom 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 doom. I could have just left the forest and teleported, but that's fine. Okay, this is where we're going. We're on the right path. Perfect. Hopefully it stays daytime until we get the rest of those peach bees. And then it doesn't matter. All right, we got a tree over here to fight. Let's go. Always got time to fight a boss here or there. Always got time to fight a boss or two. Dude, we were going over an email this morning on stream. I read an email that I got on stream this morning, and we were talking about like this goofy marketing tactic. And it makes me want to do a segment where I just sit and read a bunch of the stupid mail I get as a streamer. I get a lot of real stupid mail, chat. I really do, dude. I get a lot of real stupid mail as a streamer. It would be fun. Like, one of my favorite ones that I always get is like broken English Like, we have a deal for you. Would you like to be rich? Would you like to earn lots of money? And it's like, we'll give you $1,000 and then you give us 500 back, and then we'll donate you 1,000 subs from Turkey because they're cheaper, but it's your money, but then you'll still get it's like they're trying to like work out a scam. It's like give us $500 and then we'll donate you $1,000 worth of subs from Turkey. That's double the value of what you gave us originally, because like subs are cheaper depending on where you live. Like, I get like a lot of that kind of like scammy stuff all the time. Dude, no, Apple gift cards, seriously. No, dude, I got one. No, I got one that was literally like, we'll give you $1,000 in Apple gift cards to gift to your community if you like do this like thing. And I'm like, what? Shut like, yeah, like a straight Ponzi scheme, dude. Like literal definition of Ponzi scheme, dude. Let's go to Spirit Road real quick. I can't remember what's down here. I can't remember what's in Spirit Road. I don't think it's anything I need right now. Let's go fight this random boss up here though, because I love farming. And then we'll leave. Yeah, let's go do some random farming real quick first. I'm always down for a farming boss because I'm trying to get level 100 in farming. Yo, what's up, Sarcastastic? Thanks for coming in with fantastic vibes as always. What's up, Feisty? Dude, what up, U23? Good to see you, man. You caught the bug as well, huh? I saw you play in No Man's Sky. Did you catch the bug? Did you catch the No Man's Sky bug, dude? I think I saw you playing the other day on Steam. We're doing a community solar system takeover, dude. I'm not sure if you saw, but we're doing a community solar system takeover, and we found a solar system. We found a planet, a paradise planet that we like, and we're building as a community. It's sick. You're about to play the new expedition? Yeah, man. Yo, join us if you want. The information's in my personal Discord. We have a channel dedicated. Dude, there's already like almost 15 of us on this planet and in this solar system taking over. And we're looking to do multiplayer content together as well. Like, we would love to do like expeditions as a community and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not sure if you're interested at all, but I just wanted to throw that out there because I saw you playing, and you know, I haven't had a chance to connect with you on that level in a while. So it would be cool if you're interested. I know everyone's got 1,000 Discords, so you don't have to join the Discord to join us. I can get you the information, I can get you the glyphs, and you can teleport there on your own, or you can add my friend code, and we can just take care of that later, you know? We're already friends on Steam, so it's not even a problem. We're talking about No Man's Sky. We found a solar system to take over. We're in the Euclid Galaxy. And we have a planet. It's got about 5 planets. One of them's a paradise, and it's real nice. Yeah, we got a cool thing going on in No Man's Sky as a community. Yeah, anybody's welcome to join us. We even have some strangers, some people that have never even been in the stream more than once, and they just hang out and play the game alongside each other. It's cool because that's what No Man's Sky is all about. Like, it's a single player game with multiplayer features. Like, it has multiplayer features, you know, it has the ability to play the game with people, but a lot of No Man's Sky's multiplayer is all about playing the game just alongside others. It's like, it's got that single player MMO vibe, you know? Yo, we got a raid from Giant Bomb. Ah. Put it out, put it out. What's up, raiders? Hey. What's up, Raiders? Hey. Yo, nice to meet you. Giant Bomb. I want to try this game. Is there a demo? No, there's not, unfortunately. But I will tell you this game is really great. If you want more information, feel free to ask. Played No Man's Sky once with a friend. Joined. Gave me everything that the game has to offer. Lost interest, but maybe could come back. Friend joined and gave me everything. Yeah, a lot of people are too kind in video games. They don't realize that, like, giving a player endgame stuff just ruins the game for them a lot. I noticed, you know, as a streamer, I deal with that a lot. People will show up in my stream and they'll be like, here's the best weapon in the game, see you later. And I'm like, dude, that's really kind of you, but now I don't have a reason to play the game. Like, I wanted to play the game to get the best item. Now I'm just chilling. It's like, thanks, but like, are each job pats a good length? Yeah, they all have a lot of content. So there's 15 lives, and each of them have a pretty substantial amount of content jam-packed into them. Little quest line, little storylines, tons of skills. They all can be maxed out to level 100 if you want to max out the skill tree. So every skill, every life has its own skill tree. And you have a reason to level up every life, put all the skills in, get all your stats maxed out. Yeah, there's like a lot going on in this game. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I destroy items I get from other No Man's Skies players. Yeah, I kind of do the same thing. He played like 3 hours before now. He's 60 hours deep. Dude, nice. That's so cool, Layla. What's up, Elijah? And welcome in, Raiders, man. Yo, what the heck? Giant Bomb. What were y'all up to, dude? You were doing some just chatting? It's nice to meet everybody. Welcome to my broadcast. Welcome to my show. And if you're joining the raid, I'd love to hear what y'all were getting into today. What the heck, man? What a kind gesture popping over here and coming and jamming with us. We're just chilling here today. We're just chilling here today. We're just vibing. Nice. I'll drop a follow over and we'll have to check them out. Yeah, welcome to my show. I'm Highly in Descent, and today we're playing some Fantasy Life. And just getting our codes on. It's a game that we put like a couple hundred hours into on stream. However, I took a break from it, and now we just play it like casually, sporadically. And today I was looking for something to do in the afternoon here, and just kind of relaxing, and we just chose some Fantasy Life. I'm actually most known on this platform for Animal Crossing. I've been streaming for almost 7 years in April, and the game I've played the most by far is Animal Crossing. Close, well, maybe not by far, but a close second would be Stardew Valley, farming sims, you know, those what is dubbed the cozy games. Listen, Stardew's not cozy. Don't let the haters tell you. Stardew ain't cozy. All right. Stardew is meticulous. Anyways, and of course I do a lot of Nintendo variety, and that's my vibe here. So if you don't stay here for me, if you're not here for me or the game, you're probably here for the community. And we do a lot of Nintendo variety, the Animal Crossings, the Stardews. I'm currently doing a playthrough of No Man's Sky, which is what we've been chatting about all morning because they just dropped a new update, and that's been fun. So you can look forward to some No Man's Sky content here as well. But you know, we're a vibey personality kind of broadcast. You know, I'm sure you've seen streams like mine before. But yeah, welcome in. I'm a morning streamer by trade. I do morning content pretty much 6-7 days a week. I'm also on YouTube. So this game kind of looks like Dragon Quest Builders. There's a little bit of that energy here for sure. Yeah. There's even like some decorating and stuff. You have like a base camp that you can decorate and build on top of. But this game at its core is an RPG. So what you can expect from this game at its core is this is actually an action RPG game. And it's got a really thick storyline. Like, think like Final Fantasy. And it has all these lives and skills that you have to earn, and stats and equipment and recipes, and just so happens to also have a couple cozy elements. And it just so happens to have some like decorating and some of that stuff too. So they definitely learned from like Animal Crossing and those types of games and said, why not have something like that in our game as well? You can tell they learned. However, they didn't lose their pathing. They didn't lose their way. They still created a really strong action RPG game. Like, a lot of cozy gamers will come into my stream and they'll be like, oh, I was looking to play this game. Is it for me? I love Animal Crossing. And I have to deny them. I have to be like, actually, it's nothing like Animal Crossing. And they're like, what? Like, what do you mean? And I'm like, it's nothing like it. Like, like, don't pick this game up if you think you're getting AC, because it's really not. Like, it's an RPG. It's an action game first. There's a bunch of combat. You're constantly fighting stuff. The boss of the game actually kicked my butt. It actually sent me packing, and I had to come back and fight it again, so. And now we're just endgame grinding and doing whatever. I have some goals that I'm trying to accomplish in the game. How's the main story? You know, it's nothing to write home about, but it's a story. It's very novelty. It's very lighthearted. It's very, what some would say, this is not my words, kid-ish, childish, kid-friendly. Not my words. And the reason why I don't agree with that is because I think that childish could just be replaced with simple. It's a simple story. It's meant to be lighthearted. It's not a novel. It's not a Stephen King book. It's not Game of Thrones. It's not God of War. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know if I like the childish call out on the game's story, but that is what other people on the internet have called this game's story. It is really light. It is really cheesy, and it's not meant to be taken serious. I don't even think the game takes itself that serious, really, which is a good thing. But I will be straight out, right out the gate, I will tell you this is a very simple story. Like, most people, I think, that I ran into didn't really like it. They were kind of like, it was kind of lame, which is fine, you know. So, I was non-committal, you know. I don't need, like, I'm not a big story-driven gamer, so I didn't care. You know, I was just here for the action. I was just here for the stat allocation. Am I right? Am I right? Anybody feeling that comment? I was just here for the stat allocation. I just like plugging stats into stuff. That's the kind of gamer I am. You know, I was just out here for plugging stats into and allocating my skills, you know? I wasn't necessarily here for anything but that, to be fair. But, you know, the story was whatever. I like a simple story to turn my brain off to. Yeah, that's what this game kind of offers you. Right. It's like not meant to be like anything you really care about. But you can care about it, and you can get a little bit of lore about the world, and you know, it's okay. Getting those silly songs too, I enjoy that. I enjoyed the master system and the songs, yeah. We're still working on 4 more songs. Yo, what's up, FDH? How do I say your name? Would it be Hoyos? You ordered your physical copy from Play Asia? Dude, nice. I also ordered a physical copy of this game as a gift to... Who did I give that to? Was it for my lady? No. Never mind. I did not order a physical copy of this game. I was thinking of a different game that I ordered for my lady friend. I thought about ordering a physical copy, but I didn't commit to it. Hoyos is great. Nice, you're playing Octopath Zero. Octopath Zero is good, from what I heard. I've heard a lot of people like it a ton. I've been hearing good things about it. It's just as good as the first Octopath, I guess. Yeah. I own Octopath Traveler 1 and I've never played it. I'm sorry to reveal such a tragic fact about myself, but I own the game. It was gifted to me and I never played it. I really want to, if that counts for anything. I really want to. I just haven't had a chance, dude. To buy or not to buy Star Sand? Early access game, $28. That's a lot. That's the reason I have been hesitating. I don't know, but I might check it out here soon so that we can all check it out together. So if you're not in a rush, maybe hold off a little bit, because I think we might be checking out Star Sand next week alongside a couple other variety games. Yo, will you stop? Thank you. All right, let's kill this bear again. What's up, Breezy? Boom, boom, boom. Dude, what a nice thing, man. Seriously, thank you again, raiders. Thanks for those of you that stuck around. Of course, you're never expected, you know, after a raid. Oh, thank you, man. Well, that was very kind. That was very cool. It was very unexpected on my part. You know, I'm just like hanging out today, and here y'all come, bringing some awesome energy in here. I really appreciate it. Yeah, we're just relaxing, kind of doing something out of the ordinary. Not really out of the ordinary as much as just not scheduled. Like, we've just been doing very little bits of Fantasy Life. I've mostly been playing Animal Crossing because we just got a big update for the New Horizons Switch edition, you know, of Animal Crossing. However, I kind of needed a break from it because we've been going so hard. So I thought we might mix it up and do some Fantasy Life. Did you ever play Fantasy Life, Breezy? This seems like the kind of game that you would actually get into. You know, not that I know you all that well, but I'd say I have a pretty good idea of the kind of games you enjoy. Nice, my last roly-polies are right over here. This game could use a demo, man. Somebody asked about that earlier during the raid. They said, is there a demo for this game? And this game really could use a demo. Funny enough, it really could, actually. Because a demo would make this game way more approachable. Because it is a hefty price tag for a game that a lot of people don't know. You know what I caught myself telling people when this game came out? Nobody knew that this studio has actually been around for a long time. Nobody. Like, when people came in here, they're like, how dare they charge $50 for some indie game? And I was like, this isn't an indie game. This is a game from a AAA studio that is well established and that has been around for 30 years or 20, 30 years. Like, this is a established studio with tenure, and they've made a ton of great games, and this is another game they're making, right? Like, nobody knew that. So like, the amount of people that came into my chat when this game came out, and they were so worried about this game, because of course, as they should be, because the current modern gaming landscape blows. So they were so worried. They're like, dude, is this game worth the money? It's like, yes, this game is a AAA game. Like, this is a big deal. Like, it's not just some dinky indie game, you know what I mean? Like, so it's really funny how many people I had to tell that during our first playthrough. Not in a bad way, right? Like, I was happy to educate people. I was happy to get people on board, because it's respectable and understandable to not be into buying a game that you have no idea who the developers are, where the game's coming from, right? Like, that's very understandable to not want to be a part of that. Yo, go for it, Pats, with the tier 2 for 67 months. Thank you again, Ryan Perpetrator. And I hope that you actually entered the balloon with that. Was that successful, by the way? And thank you, Go For It, Pats, with the 67, man. Thanks, y'all. Yo, those extra tiers go a long way. You get access to extra emotes. For those that don't know how extra tier emotes work, you get access to extra emotes. And how do I switch map? Here we go. You get access to extra emotes, and it goes a long way for allowing me to continue to do what I'm doing here now every day, as well as it helps me keep my raise from Twitch. A while back, Twitch offered a 20% raise to any creators who could hold and maintain a certain level of subscribers. And I'm happy and proud to say I've managed to hit that goal since its release, and I've held that goal ever since. So it's those extra tiers really do go a long way, and sometimes I just like to let you know what you're supporting. Yeah, you're supporting a life-changing thing. When Twitch made that decision, it changed my whole life. So thank you so much. However, it's also nice to remind you all that free ways to support the channel are just as valued and appreciated. And if you can't afford or you choose not to support, don't stress. I'm just happy to have you here. Thank you very much for tuning in. No worries. And we're not worried that much about that, all right? Yeah, what's up, Calico? You were waiting for a sequel on this game for years. Yeah, Fantasy Life is a very cult following, and the fans were very happy about this game's announcement and release. This game has been such an unexpected treat. It really hits so many of the things I've been wanting in a game. They do it so well. Yeah, this was my game of the year last year, and I stood by that take the whole year. This, and still is, was my game of the year last year. It's so good, man. All right, one more cherry tree here, and I think we're done with our quest. We just have to go fight the Quetzal. We just have to go fight the Quetzal. All right, let's get out of here. Boom, back out of here. Boom. And we're going back to the capital of Mystria for the Quetzal fight, which I believe is right here. I believe. The greatest thing you can give is time. And this is the best place to spend the morning. Aw. And that's exactly what I'm trying to say. Exactly. Like, your time and your energy and you showing up here, I couldn't ask for anything else, y'all. Yeah, thank you so much. It reminds you of Quest 64. Yo, Misty Darka, dude, what's up, Misty? You know, I think about Quest 64 all the time and how I never played it, but I think I would like it. Did anybody here play Quest 64 back in the day? I think about that all the time, actually. Like, I really should sit down and play that game. Yo, what's up, Dazza? Home from work and greeted by a rare Fantasy Life afternoon game swap. Yeah, I had to pivot today because I made some awkward decisions, not thinking critically about my show today. Nothing bad, just we needed a pivot about 2 hours into the show, and we were like, why not? Why not? Let's go, Quetzal. Eat my apocalypse sword, 1,000 damage, noogie. Shredded. All right. All right, we need to use 2 more heavenly strikes and we're done. Let's go build up our bar. I mean, my first ever complaint to Gameloft is the yellow Sweet Bee companion is messed up and it won't let me feed it and it keeps disappearing. On another note, I almost have enough Dreamlight to do Lady and the Tramp. Yeah, that was one of the reasons why I didn't do DDV today, because I didn't have enough Dreamlight and I don't want to grind. I know, it's so dumb, man. I never have enough Dreamlight in that game, dude, and I don't have enough Dreamlight to open up Lady and the Tramp's realm. So I'm like, dude, I'm not even bothering. I'm just gonna, we might check out DDV later this month. But yeah, I don't have enough Dreamlight, dude. And they just released a new realm and I'm just like, whatever. I gotta sit down and grind some Dreamlight. I've been using all my Dreamlight to make chest. Up out of the bed and turn the swag on. All right, heroic strike done. Sick, let's get out of here. Let's go, fast turtle. Fast AF, boy. Fast AF, boy. Double jump, boy. Look at that. Woohoo! Wow! Dude, this enough is worth it. This whole game was worth whatever I paid just so I could ride around on a turtle at super speedy, boy. Yo, what's up, Ashley? Bam, 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 bam. All right, nice. On to the next tier here.
Well met. How can I help?
Report.
Yes.
Yeah, we have been working really hard. We are now an adept. And now,
Nicely done. I'm impressed.
these quests are gonna get even grindier and even harder. Right? Now we made it to adept. Next would be expert. And they get even grindier and they get even harder. So now we're heading to Da Vinci Cave and the Yohoho Cavern, all right? And that's all at the tropical islands. So let's see what time of day would be best for us to grind this out. And it turns out it doesn't matter. We already killed the Goldmere. Wow, we already killed the Goldmere for adept. We're good. Nice. I'm so happy we just so happened to stumble across the Goldmere. Sick. Because the quests are retroactive, which is really, really nice. All right, looks like we're going to some of my favorite areas in the game, actually. I actually really enjoy the Tropica Islands a lot, and the caves here. I actually really enjoy them. All right, let's go. This is where you can buy a turtle mount as well, if you're interested. Boom, 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 boom. To the resort. Should I let Timber move? Yeah, get Timber out of here. Ooh, I got a bunch of recipes for legendary capes and stuff. What? Where did I get all those recipes from? Or was it saying that they're available in the shop? Or I just got them for showing up here? All right, while we're here, let's go ahead and buy some stuff. I'm always looking to increase my stock on random, like, mundane stuff. Because you need this stuff. This game, you just need everything. You need a little bit of everything. So anytime I take a stop in town, I'll quickly buy some stuff. The music for Tropic is fun. Right? Because, like, I'm going to need all this stuff. Maybe for my life rank. Red paint, blue gel. And I have so much cash that I don't mind, like, just buying all this. Dana Carvey learned about 9/11 when he was in his turtle costume while filming Master of Disguise, and he had the honor moment of silence as a turtle. Oh my gosh. Did he tell you about that in, like, some kind of awesome interview that I need to clearly go watch? Just looking at Dana Carvey exist is entertaining. Does anybody else agree with that? Like, is that a weird thing to say? Like, that dude, just looking at him while he talks and interacts with the universe makes me, like, weirdly happy. It's like the way he talks, the way he, like, looks at things, the way he interacts with the world is really entertaining to me. I don't know what it is. Yeah, he's just a peculiar guy. It's really cool. Oh, more feathers. Weird little dude, but it works for him. That's how I feel about Jim Carrey and the Grinch. Yeah, that's fair, for sure. What's up, Dark Apples? Yeah, every time I stop at one of these stores, I just quickly purchase a bunch of stuff. Don't mind me over here, just... because you need all this stuff, especially when you're leveling up the crafting lives. And the crafting lives, for me, are still kind of my weak point in this game. So I just buy a little bit of everything, so I don't have to keep farming all the time. I usually stock up to 50 of each. 50 of everything, because again, I have the cash. I'm not broke anymore. At one point, I was always broke in this game because I was buying trees, but then they released the DLC that gives you a bunch of cash and like stuff to sell, so... I would still be broke if I bought all the trees I need to design my island in this game, because I still need a lot of trees and they cost a lot. But, you know, we're not there right now, so... Alright, nice. Wait, what's this? Is this like an armor shop? Yeah, it's an armory. I don't think we need anything from here, right? Yeah. There might be some stuff in there that we do want that's like cosmetic to like just look cool. Let's go take a look. I guess technically I do want one of everything in the game. By the end of the game. I think I do want one of everything so that I can make outfits however I see fit. You know what I mean? So like, I guess my end game goal is to have one of every piece of clothing, armor, weaponry in the game. So... Yep, cast the casual, here they come. Well, there's the merfolk mail. Enjoy, dude. Yeah, the you know what it's gonna say? It's gonna say, quote, turtle, quote, bonus points if you got that reference. Dude, I'm gonna feel so bad if the dude is in my chat watching the show and he loves my show, and actually he feels so bad because it was all him. It was handwritten. Could you imagine if they're just out there watching HDez sad right now, like, I'm sorry, dude. I don't want to say your name to call you out, but sorry, not sorry. Make your emails less personable. Make your emails less personable, dude, because it sucks. Sorry, man. Just get to the point next time, homie. Don't feel bad. Could you imagine saying that to someone? Yo, your email was too personable. I hated it. Nah. I personally just don't like pleasantries all like that. I feel the same way about small talk, like at a job. Like, I was just watching a comedian talk about this. They were like, don't come and ask me how I am if you're not ready to listen to my trauma. He was like, Bill walks up and says, hey, how are you today? And I'm like, I'm a piece of shit. I hate my life. My wife left me. I'm in the dumps. My Ford wasn't loaded up this morning. My car won't start, and I hate everything. I'm in shambles. And then your coworker's like, oh, so sorry to hear it. And like, they're the ones who are put off. They're the ones who are now all of a sudden awkward. It's like, you asked me how I was, but you know damn well you had no intention of actually caring about how I was or how I'm doing. You just asking, and you don't want anything from me but a good, right? Like, you don't actually want anything from me but a good. That's what you want. You want me to just say good. I'm good. I'm well. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like it's so funny how like we ask people how they are, But in all reality, nobody really wants to hear how you are. Nobody actually wants to hear that. No. How am I? You know what I mean? You just start freaking out on them. Yeah. I've said that to my manager. Do you really want to know? Yeah. Dude, I've always hated pleasantries though. Like, I'm joking, obviously. Listen, it's a part of the human experience. Sometimes it's just kind to ask somebody how they're doing. It's cordial. It's normal. There's nothing wrong with it. That we're not, we're just joking here. But the truth is that I personally could do without any of that. I would prefer if every person I ever walked past only just said to me, hello, have a good day. Hello, how are you? No, none of that. See, I already fell into the trap. Just, hi. Hello there. No, nothing else. Just don't say anything. Just, hey. When I'm in a bad mood, it's really awkward when somebody asks how you're doing. Like, do you want me to start a rant? Yeah. The real ones would email you on a Wednesday and say, will you widen your gaming horizons and try our game? That person would instantly get work from me. If somebody was in my email with that they would instantly get work from me. I'd be like, where do I sign? Where do I effing sign? Could you imagine if they came in with something real deep cut? Like, so I heard that you were, so Mr. Beardio, Mario and Luigi's lost long cousin. We have a proposal for you. My jaw would be on the floor. This game is like the lost long cousin of Mario. I would be on the floor like, what? This dude's real. This is not AI. People who are quick-witted in those situations have my admiration. Yeah, same. I have days where I'm pretty quick-witted, but I don't think it's like my strongest trait. I'll say that. So I'm right there with you. Like, I'm witty when I'm on point and I'm on the ball, but otherwise I'm just too chill of a human being to ever care to be quick and witty. That's the truth. It's like, that's a good way to word me. It's like, I have the ability to be witty, but I am too slow moving of a human to care to do so. So I have to just be in a good mood. I have to be in the right, I have to have the right energy, you know? Like, I'm a turtle at heart, man. I'm just a slow moving guy. Like, I'm not trying to put all that extra effort. Being witty takes effort, dude. That takes using your brain and thinking. I'm good on all that, man. May this game support you, so your shower curtain of piss may be changed out. What if I did start getting emails that were like super weird, deep cut commentary on my show? Like y'all ever heard the story of my mom and like how I pissed her off and she would go around the house saying, oh, now I'm the, like, imagine if I got an email that was just quote, oh, now I'm the bit. And then in the email, it's like, greetings, I had a mom like that too. I know all about that life. Yeah. Like, I've told that story on stream before, is what we're referencing. I would die, yeah. Like the deep cut lore of my channel. This is weirdly one of my superpowers. It is instant. I think it is a defense mechanism. Ah, Teeny Giraffe, you have instant wit ability. I've heard of that superpower. It's very rare. Nice. The instant wit ability. I like that. Chat room, if you had one mundane superpower, what is it? What's your mundane superpower? My mundane superpower is my ability to eat 20 Taco Bell soft tacos without batting an eye. And I could eat another 20 right after. I don't know what it is about Taco Bell soft tacos, but I could just eat them until I die. I would never stop. I could just keep going. So, something about Taco Bell soft taco. That's my mundane super ability. Are you okay after? That's a question for the porcelain throne, not me. I'll have to send you their extension number. To grow a fingernail and toenails at will. So if we're gonna have a conversation of if you had a mundane superpower, what would it be? All right, let's change the question. If you had a mundane superpower, what would it be? So my answer to this as a kid was the ability to turn any liquid lukewarm. So I could like touch your glass of water and I could just turn it lukewarm. I could touch your glass of cold milk or your bowl of cereal, just like the side of it, and I could just turn it lukewarm and just piss you off. And that would be my mundane superhero power. Is I could just turn things lukewarm and just piss people off. More like a villain power, I suppose. That's sadistic. Yeah. You got your hot soup. Oh, now it's warm. Rob Boss is real. That, and then another one was the ability to grow your nails. Yeah, that's a good mundane superpower. That was one that somebody mentioned as a kid. I like Planet Kitty's answers though to their superhero powers. So Raina B says they can turn their weed into smoked weed. Wow. I like that. Planet Kitty says I could stand on one foot for a ridiculously long amount of time. And I can also wiggle my pinky toes without moving my other toes. Dang it, I can't do that without wiggling my big toe. That feels impossible. How are you doing that? My big toe always moves. My big toe always moves. Okay, wait a second. I got a little bit of a nudge without my other toes moving. Like almost. We're close. It's a whole thing, yeah. We're close, but no cigar, apparently. What did I just come back to? I asked the chat room 2 questions. The first question I asked was if you had something that you could do that would be considered a mundane superpower, like Cozy's apparent ability to gleek 15 feet, what would it be? For example, my mundane superpower, I never answered my question, is if you put me in a room and close the door and come back, let's say 30 minutes later, it will guaranteeably be 10 degrees warmer in the room. Any like average sized bedroom or room with a door, put me in there, let me sit there just right on my caboose doing nothing. 30 minutes later, the room will be 5 to 10 degrees warmer, guaranteed. Guaranteed, no matter what is happening. Yeah, I am a human furnace. It's my mundane superpower. What's up, Brio? It's my mundane superpower. I came in on my lunch break to some toe talk. I always thought I was special because I could move my ears. I can make my tongue curl into numerous shapes. I can laugh like SpongeBob. I used to be able to sound like Boo from Dragon Ball Z, but I don't know if I want to do it because it's really embarrassing. Like I've never done it on stream more than just like a second because it's a really embarrassing voice to do for some reason. But I feel like I do a really good Boo from Dragon Ball Z. My thumbs and fingers are double jointed. I can bend them back to touch my arm. Freaks people out. Dude, that's crazy. You're also immune to spice. How many subs for you to do it? I would want to practice it first because it's been a really long time. That's the only thing. I would like to practice first because it's been a really, really long time. So if I were to do Boo for you, I'd like to do it off stream first. Because it's been a long time since I've tried it, but I swear at one point I feel like I had a really good Boo. And funny enough, this stream taught me that I have a really good Hercule. So I could actually just do a full conversation between Boo and Hercule. Maybe one day I should do that. Actually, maybe I should do that. That would be pretty funny. Yo, stop kicking me, you freaking punks. Okay, we're still going this way. I can dislocate my shoulders. I can wiggle my ears, grow my hair and nails hella quick, and do accurate Ralph Wiggum voice. Ralph Wiggum? Dude, that's amazing. Shut your mouth. Shut up, dude. I love Ralph Wiggum. I can cross my pinky toe over the toe next to it. I can also do the Vulcan salute with my right foot. What? Wait, what is this? Hold on. I missed Seder here. I have a mundane superpower. I can clear a room real quick with biological warfare. That's funny. If I'm out like a light, I can sleep through the whole thing with waking up for gas stops. That's a superpower of mine. I used to say to people, I have the ability to sleep anywhere. And for a point in my life, it was true. I don't know if it's still true now, but I used to have the ability to sleep anywhere. Like I could sleep sitting up, laying down, on hardwood floor, on carpet, in the bathroom, on a tub, in a tub, on a train, on a plane, in a car, back seat, trunk. I literally got put in a trunk once and just fell asleep. I was just like, put me in the trunk, everybody. I want to see if I could sleep in the trunk, and it worked. I just went and passed out. Yeah, in a box with a fox. Yeah, it's crazy. I used to be able to just sleep literally anywhere on planet Earth. I slept on stairs in a hallway of a house once. I slept in a park once. I slept on benches. I slept in a pool, in the kiddie pool, sitting. I literally positioned myself in the kiddie pool once at the public pool and then fell asleep sitting in water. It was great. I woke up like, what am I doing? All these kids were like running around me. I'm like, oh. I was there with my little sister. I got trouble for sleeping in a club once. I can do the drunken fist, then pass out without alcohol. Are you excited for the No Man's Sky update? I am, yeah. And there's drops. So we're gonna showcase the game this weekend and offer some drops to the chat room. But we got a brand new update, which the update just seems to be more of great, just adding more to the game, which is what No Man's Sky is all about. So the update is actually the part that I'm the least excited about in a sense, because it's not that big of a deal. But it seems cool. However, there are drops every single day this weekend that are offering people cool ships and stuff like that, so... So we're going to try to offer as much as we can for y'all. I know. You say drops here and we all freak out. We're all together in this. Don't worry, everybody. Don't worry. We all feel the stress and anxiety too. You're not alone. You're not alone, chat room. We're together. It's okay. They can't hurt us anymore. I did turn down a sponsorship recently with them. I wanted a break. I didn't want to. I don't want to do any more DDV stuff right now. I'm gonna keep a lookout for some other sponsorships, and I'm gonna give us a break from the DDV ads. Are you guys down for that? Now I don't know for how long, because like they pay me well, and maybe I want the money later, you know. But for right now, we're gonna take a break from DDV stuff, and I'm gonna be looking for some other sponsors. Maybe something a little different, freshen up. You know. I've had enough Disney ads in my life for now. So we'll see. I still get occasional offers from other companies, and maybe we can find some other game to showcase and check out. It could be cool. Fun fact for those that are actually playing this game, or that have played it, when you finish fighting something, the final hit matters the most. So let me give you an example. If I were to final hit this thing with just a regular hit, I'm gonna get less loot. So let's test it, right? So if I hit this thing with just my regular attack, all right, I got 15,000 experience, I got 2 purple stone, 2 ore, I got 2 of everything. Now let's see what happens if I can finish this with the most powerful hit that I have. And let's see what the difference is in real time. So, all right, well, I should probably build up my... So let's use our second most powerful hit. So I got the same experience, and I got seemingly the same loot. So now let's see what it's like if I do my massive hit, like my biggest hit possible. Okay, this might only apply to bosses now that I think about it. I think what I'm trying to tell y'all is only applies to bosses potentially. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I think what I was trying to say only applies to bosses. That's why I wanted to check. So what I was trying to say was that what we learned in this game is that the last hit matters a lot. The last hit of an enemy or an ore or a tree or anything matters a lot, because the last hit, the stronger the hit is, the more powerful it is, generally the more loot you can get. The more loot you'll receive, the more goodies you'll get. So you want to try to do the last hit as powerful as possible. You don't just want to spam. But it's been so long, I don't remember all the fine details. Overkill damage gets transitioned into a higher chance of rarer and more loot. So it helps the drop rate. So I was correct. It's still RNG. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So I was correct. It's just still RNG. It doesn't guarantee you get more. It just ups the drop rate. That makes sense. So the point that we're trying to make here is, if you're playing on multiplayer, you want to try to make sure you're doing your final hit as the most powerful, so that everybody's getting the best loot possible. All right, anyways, I'm done collecting this loot. I'm actually specifically here for Paladin skill ups. Splash Frog. All right, we got most of them. We just got to just go through the cave again and finish killing everything. And then what's up with this lightning strike? How do I use lightning strike? Launch a counterattack when an attack is successfully blocked with a shield. Okay, how have I already done one of those and I've never pressed the shield button? I guess that's button mashing for you. Tried the content a few days ago. The dragon's rough. Oh yeah, some of the dragon fights and stuff will get you. Yeah, some of them will get you for sure. This game, it has a bit of a difficulty curve. That'll take some time for your average player to overcome, unless you're just over grinding and over leveling everything, which is an option. You also have the option of taking loot from other players, and other players will gladly give you goodies to make your game easier. So if you're interested, you can always just reach out for a little bit of help. How do I counterattack? Oh, okay. So I just got to press attack right after I get hit. Sick. It's not going to be like a prompt or anything. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, the counterattack seems sick. Sign me up. Yeah, I mean, sick. Yeah, I mean, oh wow, if you block, you get a perfect if you block right at the time that they attack. Yeah, and it automatically does it. Oh, so there's two. Look, I can do it myself manually. Watch. I can do it myself manually. Watch. Look for the lightning bolts. You ready? So I can do it myself if I block and then I attack right after. Counterattack. However, if you block as soon as they attack, it does it automatically. That is really sick, dude. What a cool system. So you can do it manually, or you can be the perfect blocker. I'm level 100 combat and woodcutting. I get him to phase 3 and I run out of time. The new content is a Monster Hunter type raid. So where's it at? How do you do the new content? Can you tell me more about it? Because I forgot that they did another little mini update. Yeah, I forgot. They did another little mini update. Oh man, we have new content to enjoy. I forgot. I completely forgot about that. Should I just grind boss monsters to level them up? Yeah, I mean, first you should focus on getting Master and Hero. And once you have Master and Hero, like once you're a Hero Paladin, if you're stuck at level 65, then at that point you grind. You grind treasure groves, you grind Ginormosia bosses, you grind bosses. That's right. So your first goal to level your character should be just simply getting your character to Master and Hero, right? Snoozeland to 3 stars. Okay, that's all I needed to know. Thank you. Snoozeland to 3 stars. I think we're kind of close. I don't remember. Does it go up by 1 or does it go up by 0.5? I want to say we're at level 2 at least, but I could be wrong. Splash Frog. Dude, the Paladin's sick because there's a reason to do good timing. The Paladin is sick. You get rewarded for having good timing. The bear guy on the island will say there's a dragon, beat it up, and it unlocks the fight. You need to solo it before doing multiplayer. Even cooler. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Decoy. I forgot about the new content. Sanity Slash. Need to do more Snoozelands. Been trying to find all the buddies. Snoozeland stuff's fun. It's, for me, I think Snoozeland's meant to be extra content that you do alongside the regular game. It's meant to be either like something you focus on when you don't have many other things to focus on, or if you're at very end game, right? Like Snoozeland is really good, but it's not like, I don't think it's not meant to be like your focus. It really is meant to be like a side thing, unless you're just so far into end game that you need something to do. So what I'm saying is like, you're not really missing out on much. That's all I'm trying to say. It's like, it's not like you're missing out on a ton if you haven't engaged with Snoozeland. It's really not all like that. It's really good for end game grinding, and it's probably even good for mid game grinding. But you're not like really missing a bunch. It might be because of how I distributed my skill points. That's true. That's a thing. Just know that you can redistribute your skill points as much as you want. And that's a good idea. I recommend that once you get your character to master or to hero, you really do want to go and redo your skill points and get all of the XP nodes. That's actually a super big deal. Yes. Yes, you want to consider redoing your character and getting all of the XP nodes and giving yourself extra experience. Yeah. It actually helps a lot, dude. I've done that with a lot of characters where I went and I redid their skills because I realized that I wanted to get every plus experience that I could. Yo, see you later, Calico. Yeah, I don't think it costs too much to redo your skill points. Is it still the place where you change your class? Yeah, I think you can also do it in your base somewhere, but I don't remember. But yeah, you're thinking correctly. You're thinking correctly. I believe it's the office, the main office where you choose your class. What's this cave? I don't want to go to Profunda. Let me go up to this shop up here first. Let me go fight this random steel tortoise. Nah, let's just go to the cave that we have to go to. Let's just go. Yo-ho-ho cavern. Now, I could have brought some level 1 crafting NPCs with me to get them some free experience. I didn't think about that. Now, I wonder if the new update allows me to change... Oh, I can't believe I missed there. I'm so used to being able to fight stuff from range. Now, we used... Oh, Balloon in the Twitch chat. You used to have to go to town to change characters, but now there's the formation option. Can I just do it on the fly? Ooh, I can. Oh, wow, what a beautiful quality of life update. So we could just slap a couple level 1... We could just slap a couple level 1 characters in here real quick.
Next adventure?
I pledge my blade to protect you. That old axe comes in handy.
Hey, everybody! Having a good time?
And then now they could just run around with me and get experience. I'm not even going to give them gear or anything. Yeah, because that formation option was a part of the update, right? That wasn't there originally, I don't think. I don't think so. I thought you had to change your characters only at the dragon before. You could only change your formation at the dragon before, I thought. Which sucked. Which now they let you do it anytime, which is amazing. Unless you were in a treasure grove. And then the treasure groves had the option to change them out mid-run. Ooh, we have a fire door that we never opened up. Sick, dude. Sick. New content. Let's go. Oh, I bet you we can open it up. That's why I love this game, because the way they designed it, the way they designed the game to where going back to old areas you get rewarded is so cool. Yeah, formation change was in an update. That's what I thought. I was just trying to make sure that I'm not crazy, because you know, I remembered. All right, where are we going? We're going through this room this way. Look at my NPCs leveling up so much. I shouldn't. I wasn't planning on catching this fish, but I should do it. I should do it real quick.
I have faith in you.
All right, got him. Oh, I messed up. That's okay. Got it. We're angling. Just missed the balloon. Yeah, sorry. We're angling out here. Sick. I always feel so validated when I get a raid and the raider just kind of fades, because I do that with almost every raid that I do. I always feel super validated. That's just a random thought, but I was thinking about that earlier. I'm like, I personally love raiding and just disappearing. Like, just dropping off the fam. See you later. And I always feel validated when other people do it, because it's like, I'm not the only one that just ends their stream and is like, I have other stuff I need to do right this second. Bye. For me, it's usually just getting out of my chair and taking a breather. All right, we're going this way first. Ooh, we got some Black Panthers. Oh, you can just double tap shield to counter as well. Oh, you don't even have to press the attack. You could just double tap block. Like dropping the kids off at school. All right, we should have enough. Oh, yeah. We have 89. Perfect. Dude, a new area. A whole new area to explore. Let's see what's back here. Oh, is it a fishing boss? Ooh. Level 60 rare fish. Sign me up, buddy. Let's go. You're coming home with me. So there's a fun little trick with these farming spots for y'all. Y'all ever heard of the teleportation door farming trick? So let's say you find a secret area. So these little secret areas always, when you unlock something with a shadow door, like they always have like really nice loot. So what you can do if you want to farm this loot without too much effort, without having to just like find it in the world. Well, it already spawned a new fish, so I don't have to do what I was about to say, but I'm still going to show y'all in just a second. This one seems to be a nice quick respawn because it's not technically it's not a boss. Yeah, the Mimic Cave's a good one to farm. Anywhere where you have like a bunch of like rare ores, like magic ores, is really nice. So let's say you found a room full of magic ores, the best stuff in the game, and you want to farm a bunch of it. What do? Is you open up your inventory, you go to teleportation gate, and you dip. So what does this do? This gives you an instant teleport back to the cave. So now I'm in Ginormosia. What do? I open up my inventory. I go to the door. I go right back. Watch. Now the whole cave just reset. And if I just smashed a bunch of ores or fought a whatever I was here to rare materials that I was farming, everything just reset and I can just come right back to the cave. So you don't have to like go in and out of caves to like get monsters to respawn or ores to respawn. You don't have to do any of that. All you have to do is teleport to Ginormosia and then teleport back and everything resets. It does not reset boss timers. That's the only... Boss timers are always respected no matter what. Yeah, so that can't be cheesed, which is probably for the best, but everything else can be cheesed outside of timers. So like, for example, these guys right here. Let's say you have a quest to kill 6 Black Panthers in order to level up your class. You ever been in that situation where you have a quest to like destroy like 6 like boss monsters, but there's only 2 of them in the cave and it's mad obnoxious and you're like, what do I do about this? Door trick. Teleportation gate, go right back. 2 enemies respawn, kill them again. Do that 3 times, boom, quest over. You don't have to run in and out of the cave over and over again. Run all the way down here, run all the way back. You don't got to do that. You could just sit there and just keep teleporting back and forth. So it's a really nice tool for farming all sorts of items and finishing quests. And I didn't even think about farming creature drops. Like that's actually such a good call out. I like that. All right, what other quests we have here? We're almost done. We need to break the ice with more frosty radishes, which are at the beginning of the dungeon. And then we need frosty radish shells. All this stuff is in the Yoho Cavern, and we're good. All that stuff is at the very beginning of the cave, I think. Let's go ahead and just track the quest real quick because they're gonna be together, I'm pretty sure. So let's do this one. Yeah, they're right there. All right, let's go over there, but first I want to fight this boss in front of me. Whatever it is, I'm not even sure. Something in here that wants to be murdered. It's just asking for a murdering. Yeah, the game does not have a museum. This guy's actually tough. Screw this fight. Yeah, this guy's a bastard. Nice. Nice little quick Shadow Mana fight. A fish down here to farm. I've never caught this fish before. What? I guess we're going down here to see what it is, because it says question marks, which is weird. Have I just never been down here? What's going on here? Your dude looks like a tiny One Punch Man. That's cool. I wasn't going for that, but I love it. I can see it too, by the way. Good call out. The sneaky tuna. Well, that's my first time catching one of those. We're tuna sneaking. We're tuna sneaking out here. Okay. I wonder if a sneaky tuna tastes good. I don't know, but something tells me the flavor would be subtle. No, leave me alone. Sand lizards. dot dot dot. Dang, that's all I get for that? I thought that was mad clever, but okay. All I get is some dot dot dots. I don't even get a keck. Not a single keck. I'm outraged. I'm offended.
Excellent work.
Not when you're fishing for compliments. Oh my lord. I missed the joke. I'm just giving you a keck. A pity keck? I'll take pity kecks. That works for me. Pity kecks are welcome.
Go all out. You won't regret it.
All right. One more Radishella. But since we're so close to the exit, we could just walk in and out of the cave here. So this one's lucky. This one's easy. Nice. I like that even with the high level equipment, this journey with the Paladin still taking us 3 hours to get to expert. You know, 2.5, 3 hours. I love that. Like, I just love that even though I'm endgame and I gave my character all the best equipment I could, 1,000 damage apocalypse swords that some random viewer gave me.
I didn't slow you down.
Like, not just a random viewer as in like literally somebody that's never been here again. I don't even know who it was. It's just some random person. And here we are, like, still, it took us still 3 hours to go through and fight everything. And what I'm trying to say is, like, I think that's a testament to this game and like how well it's designed, that it's still designed in a way that it gives you something to do and it's grindy. And I like that. I like that I can put on the best equipment that I own, gold armor, hero's vest, palm protectors, apocalypse swords, and it still takes me 3 hours to even get to expert.
Well met, friend.
Like, I love that. Like, I absolutely love that. And here we are. We made it to expert. I could have Googled it. Yeah, but, you know, I like activity in my chat anyways, so why not? Thanks for asking. All right. Let's see what our next main quest is going to be. Let's go ahead and see what our next main quest is going to be. Let's see what they're... if we got anything retroactive finished. Ooh, some stuff. The radishies and the mini spookies. Yes! We already got the main boss done for expert. We already did it, so we don't have to go fight Wicked Spooky, which is sick. So we can focus on the depths and the caves of trials instead. We don't even have to go back to the Yoho Caverns at all. We're done with it. So we'll just focus on the depths and the Cave of Trials, and we're locked in, which is perfect, right? That's where the game starts to ramp up for sure. The depths is what I meant to say. Boom, 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 boom. All right, sick. We made it to Expert Paladin, which is beautiful. Let's go take a look at our skill allocation. Charge attack temporarily boosts defense. Psh, don't mind if I do. That sounds great. That sounds perfect. And then we'll grab some just raw defense and some raw HP. All right, and then let's head back home and let's actually go do our dailies because we haven't done that. Let's go do our dailies. Let's go check our crops, and then let's go to Ginormosia and check our shops. We haven't done our dailies today. Let's take a break from the Paladin. That was fun, dude. We made it up to like level 40 and we got all the way up to expert. So we're definitely making progress here. All right, let's see what's going on. Some sunny cotton. Sure. So normally a part of my dailies, I want to check with my NPCs in town. Specifically, I'm looking for my cooks because there's recipes that are hidden behind friendship stuff. So what you want to do is you can choose which villagers are living on your town. And the ones that you choose that live on your town are the ones that you can guarantee interact with every day. This is important because if you don't give them a house, they're not guaranteed to be here every day. You still will get random visits, but it's not guaranteed that they'll be here. So you want to make sure that the NPCs that you're trying to farm from are the ones that you specifically choose to give a house to live here. And then from there, you have to interact with them every day by giving them items. You could gift them. And then you also want to do any requests they have. And if you do that, they will eventually give you rare recipes that you can't get anywhere else. And yes, we are making a forest. Look, dude. I haven't finished, but yes, dude, we're on theme here on this channel. So here's my farm area. Look how beautiful my farm is. I'm really proud of this farm. So here's my farm. And then outside of the farm is some cliffs to kind of make it secret. We put a bunch of trees everywhere. We're creating a river and we're doing some stuff over here. This is all purposeful. And then we're doing a massive forest. But I was running out of money and I didn't have money for trees. So I stopped a long time ago. I haven't picked it up again. I do plan to finish my decorating. The only other thing that we did that was purposeful is this. A triple staircase. Look at this. A triple staircase. Isn't that sick? And then I created some cool mountains and some paths to lead to the treasure grove. And I'm kind of like messing with terraform. That's all I did so far. So far from done, but we were actually getting into the designing in this game pretty heavily. And I ended up taking a break from it. What?
Here.
Do you have a thing for me? Okay, thanks. Jerry, what do you want, Jerry? And then Nami's my other cook here. Ooh, pirate theme decorations. Wait, where you at, Nami? You ain't home? Where you at, girl? Where you at, my little Nami? Pretty sick how much depth there is to this game. This game has so much depth. It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy just how much depth is in this game. There's so much you can do. It just never stops. This game is the game that keeps on the gift that keeps on giving. All right. Water our crops here. And then we go to our dailies. And by the time we're done with our dailies, our crops might be fully grown. Maybe. Nice. We got a shadow carrot boss, which is sick. All right, that should be everything. Let me double check. Yeah. All right, can we find Nami real quick? She might be on the swing, maybe? Nope. Do. Back with sushi. Ooh, nice. Sushi Wednesday. They show up on the map. Oh, do they? Cute. You're right. Oh, there she is. No, that's Jerry. Oh, she must be like, she might be inside of the art gallery or something. I think that's what that means if she's not out here. I think she's in the art gallery. That's okay. I'm out of here. Off to General Mosia we go. Yeah, my island's really coming together here. Yeah, you can terraform in this game, and it's way easier. Yeah. Now, keep in mind, This game is an action RPG game with decoration features. It's not a decoration game. However, if you like decorating, you actually might really enjoy this game's decoration system because it's really, really well put together. Everybody who plays this game as Animal Crossing fans start drooling at the possibilities of a decoration system that is so smooth as this one. Wait, they added more houses for your buddies? Did they really? You can have more buddies on your island now? That's actually super nice. All right, let's go take out these vegetables really quick for my farming experience. You were thinking about doing a tiered farm in ACNH? That honestly sounds fun. Can you do the decorating without too many battles or grinding? No, and that's the reason I said that to you. Is that like, this is an RPG combat focused battle story driven game first. And you really got to do all that stuff to really enjoy the decoration. Because you're not going to have a ton of you're not going to have items. You're not going to unlock all the features until you get to at least chapter 6. Like, you don't even unlock all the features until you get to a certain chapter, and that chapter like requires you to play the game. Like, you have to, the boss of the game is tough. Like, you actually have to play the game. Yeah, like, unfortunately, like, that's why I specifically always try to warn people. Like, a lot of people see this game and they're like, oh my gosh, decorating? Could this be my next cozy fix? And it's like, it could be if you're also into an RPG with a ton of combat, then it can be as cozy as all get out. Now, yes, the combat isn't super hard and it's not something to stress out about. Correct. It's all pretty casual for the most part, and you can grind. You can always just over level anything. This game is designed with over leveling in mind. Like, if you're struggling, you can just over level and then problem solved, right? So it's not like you're ever going to hit a point to where you're truly getting your butt kicked. And if you are, like, if you do hit that point, because it is possible, you could just over level. Yeah, you could just over level everything. And they don't make it like too tedious. They don't make it too hard to do that. Yeah, there's a tier of stuff you can unlock without beating the game, right? So that's why, like, most people who tune into my stream and ask me, like, is this game for them? Or a lot of times you'll hear me say to them, like, I recommend you beat the game. Like, don't get too caught up in side stuff, because this game really opens up the more time you put in. So it's best that you sit down and just beat the game first, in my opinion. Get through the story before you get too caught up in, like, hunting down NPCs or, you know, decorating, because, like, you're gonna just unlock more and more stuff to do the further you get through the story. And then once you complete the story, then you're gonna be set. There's gonna be so much content for you. So I kind of want to go check the shop over here. Let's go do that real quick. I spent way too much time on Tutorial Island. Yeah, like, and with these big never-ending games, like, you do have to kind of check yourself. Because if you spend all day trying to do everything, you're going to burn yourself out. I say the same thing about Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. If you try to get all the Koroks, do all the shrines, do everything before you beat the game, there is a chance you are just going to burn out and never beat the game. So, because I personally think that the end of Tears of the Kingdom and the end of Breath of the Wild is worth your time, I recommend players don't get too caught up in the open world sauce with those games. Like, try to like limit the amount of time you spend out, you know, and like try to actually beat the game, because you're potentially missing out on a pretty beautiful like ending and like a pretty beautiful like interactions with the game, you know. Like I think those games are so pretty. And then you can go back and do all that extra stuff later if you're like itching for more content, you know. However, I do understand that it's not that easy. I know for a lot of us, including myself, once you see credits, it's like, okay, I don't want to play this anymore. You felt way over leveled at the end? Yeah, see, I understand that. That's not the first time I've heard that. That's not the first time I've heard that at all. I went into the game kind of already understanding that I could over level. So I made a point to like really keep the side content light. And it did make for like a more rich end game. I did struggle with the last boss. As someone who delayed beating Tears of the Kingdom because I was focused on side quest, I still have not beat it. And now that's not a problem, Panda Bread, because you'll beat it hopefully eventually, and you'll get to experience one of the coolest games ever made. You know, like the end of one of the coolest games ever made. But I just always like to give advice to people, like, you know, maybe try to beat Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom before you let it slip away for too long. Like, I didn't actually beat Breath of the Wild until I was on stream. Because it happened to me. Like, I'm actually giving this advice from first hand. Because, like, it happened to me. It happened to me. I let Breath of the Wild slip away from me until years went by and I finally sat down and beat the game. So, you know, like I kind of speak from experience. Bum 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 bum. Weird and oddly felt sad to beat the game. Yeah. That's a really normal feeling, man. Like, that is a very, very normal feeling where you just, like, don't want a book to end. So you, like, purposefully, like, really slow down, or you quit, you know? I just don't want this experience to truly be over. I understand. That's what happened to me with Breath of the Wild. That was exactly how I felt in my heart. I just didn't want to let go, you know? I do think there's something pretty special about letting go, though. If you can muster it up. Ever shops have fan favorite veggies? Yeah, it tells you when they have a fan favorite veggie. Like, it tells you when a vegetable is a favorite for the week or for the day. The game straight up just tells you, and then you can do that. But it's not always, the favorite's not always active. Now, I have experimented over time testing, like, do some things sell better in certain areas? And do I get better rewards for, like, certain crops in certain areas? I have been experimenting with that. Like, it feels like one of the shops really, really likes potatoes, and they always give me, like, a little extra loot for potatoes. I'm not sure, but yeah, there's like a system. Like, it'll straight up say favorite, and it, like, throws it in your face. Warning, favorite, you know, whatever. Okay, we're definitely gonna buy the goldfish moss. We're definitely gonna buy the godfish as well. Oh, I had one of those. Nice, good loot. Thanks, Don. See the leaks of fire red, leaf green coming to the eShop? No, I didn't. I didn't see anything about that. I have been keeping up with Pokemon leaks, and I heard that there might be a Gen 1 remake. Okay, so actually I have heard about this. So there were some rumors about another Gen 1 remake, but what some analyst came out and said it might not be a remake, it could be a port. And then people started looking at Fire Red and Leaf Green as the possibility. But I don't know if it's a leak or if it's a rumor, and this is a big deal because rumors are made up hogwash garbage that some dude was just bored and decided this is now the narrative I'm going to spiel out. And then you have leaks, which are credible people with information that they shouldn't be giving away that they're leaking early. I don't know which one is which in this scenario. I'm not sure. That's why I haven't talked a ton about it, because I don't think there's any legitimate leaks about Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. I'm pretty sure it's all speculation. It's all like some dude who's like, I'm gonna make up this fairy tale about Pokemon and I'm gonna put it on the internet. So I don't know if it's at all legit. I haven't done a lot of research. My uncle works at Nintendo. Yeah, exactly. Oh, this game is called Fantasy Life. The girl who stole time. The girl who steals time. Fantasy Life. The girl who steals time. Fantasy Life I. It released for Nintendo Switch and Switch 2. If you're interested, you can play it on both consoles. Yo, we'll see you later, Teddy Mackerel. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, we'll try to do some multiplayer in this game for sure. Yes, please. Please, let's do some multiplayer in this game, please. All right, last shop to check. Wait, second to last shop to check. No, last shop. Yeah, we're good. Ku is saying it with another leaker backing it up. Seems pretty solid. Seems pretty solid. Could be a real leak. Oh, no, I think this game's on PlayStation. No, I think it is. I think Fantasy Life's on all consoles. And then look at fan favorite veggies, Teddy Mackerel, if you're still out there. So now this is our opportunity to make some real cash. So we're gonna put some big stuff in here. Yeah, this game is cross-platform and cross-progression. All right, nice. Some good nuts. Give me some of them cash nuts, baby. All right. Nice, dude. Nice. Thanks for saying something about the Pokemon stuff, because I heard about that briefly like 2 weeks ago. Pokemon Fire Red Leaf Green leaks. This is interesting. It would be interesting if they started with those games specifically and not red, blue, yellow, gold, silver. Fire Red Leaf Green will return soon. So here's the thing. Are we sure they're not like ports, like remakes? Are we sure they're just, do we know anything about, I'm reading right now. 2 leakers have said Pokemon Company is gearing up to release Fire Red and Leaf Green on the Nintendo eShop, and that they will feature Pokemon Home compatibility. Oh, Centro is backing this up. Centro does have a lot of credibility, everybody. Centro's backing this up. And like Centro, like, I don't know how accurate Centro is, but I swear the dude leaks a lot, and I think he's pretty successful pretty often. It sounds like they might just be ports, yeah. What an interesting thing. Fire Red and Leaf Green and not the originals. Why not red, blue, yellow, gold, silver? Why would you go Leaf Green, Fire Red? Does that mean that you're going to be doing Ruby and Sapphire soon? That's what that makes me think. Anybody else? Does that just instantly makes me think of Ruby, Sapphire and Emerald and like the other advanced games? Like, why would you skip to advanced? Why would you skip to advanced? And then my last thought is they're going to be porting Alpha Sapphire and Alpha Ruby, and they want to get people in that same mindset. That's my other thought. Yeah, that Alpha Ruby and Sapphire might be coming to the Switch as like side games or ports or something. I don't know about that because Nintendo hasn't done anything like that yet, so we have nothing to base that off. Nintendo has never ported a single Pokemon game to the Switch. They've only done the Diamond and Pearl remakes. So we have zero information on if they would ever be willing to port a 3DS game to the Switch. They've never done that. They've only done remakes. They've never done that. So it's like, why would they start with Alpha Red, Ruby, and you know what I mean? Like, why would they start now? Fire Red and Leaf Green are the better versions of Red, Blue, Yellow. I mean, I agree with you that they're the better versions, but we never even saw those on the 3DS.
Hey yo, Sauti dance too.
Right? They gave us the originals on the 3DS. I assume they would give us the originals again. Is that fair? You guys see my logic? Yo, Moopa came in with 19. Can we get some HDES gritties in the chat for Moopa? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like on the 3DS, they gave us all the classics. They didn't even touch Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire. So why all of a sudden are they just like, oh yeah, we're going to give you them on the Switch? Like what? Like it just kind of threw me off. That's all. And here's my final thought about the Pokemon stuff. Thank you, Moopa, for 19 months. Round of gritties. Here's my final thought. What if they're not going to the eShop and the leakers are wrong? What if they're just going to the expansion pass? And that's why they chose the ones that they chose. Because Game Boy Advanced is an expansion, Game Boy isn't. And they want people to upgrade to expansion, so they're offering Fire Red and Leaf Green in the expansion. Now that makes sense why they would skip straight to Game Boy Advanced versus going with Game Boy / Game Boy Color. So I'm wondering, like, they're saying the word eShop, but I think that the leak, if it's true, could be wrong. eShop doesn't make as much sense to me as Nintendo Online subscription service. But of course, eShop makes sense because they can just charge like $30 each or something crazy and just make a bunch of money. I know that. But I'm just saying, it's all about live service nowadays. It's all about subscriptions, and Nintendo wants to push that. Allegedly, it's getting home support. My guess that it's not possible with NSO emulators. We've had that talk before. Is home support not compatible with the NSO emulators? And if that is the case, then yes, they would want to push it directly to the eShop to get you to purchase the games directly, own them, and then interact with them with home. Yep, that makes sense. So that is very possible, and that very much could be real. Now, here's the one caveat though. We don't know if NSO emulators don't have compatibility with home. We don't know. They've never tried. We just don't know. It's an easy guess. It's an easy blind guess to assume like these weird emulators are just separate. And we know Nintendo struggles with emulation stuff, weirdly. So that is like a super valid take. Like that could be what's going on. Right. Because they've already like kind of confirmed through the leaks that home support is a part of it. So that is kind of fun. I would love to sit down and play through the Orange Islands again and play through Leaf Green, Fire Red again. I love those games a lot. So I'm not necessarily against this at all personally. Like I love Gen 1, I love Gen 2, I love Orange Island stuff and all the post-game stuff with those games. It would be unfortunate to have those games but not have Ruby and Sapphire to do all the connected post-game stuff, which kind of bothers me. You know what I like? That would suck. Like, that's why I brought up, are they teasing more advanced games? Because like Fire Red and Leaf Green and Ruby Sapphire all talk to each other, and Emerald as well. And it's like they're all connected and it's all interesting. So Pokemon games are owned three ways: Nintendo, TCPI, and Game Freak. Putting them on NSO only benefits Nintendo directly, and the other two lose out. Selling them on the eShop mostly benefits the Pokemon Company and Game Freak. Them not reaching an agreement is most likely the biggest reason we haven't had them yet. That seems like the most likely scenario, yeah. Because otherwise, you can't help but ask yourself, why would they have not given us these old Pokemon games yet? You have to ask yourself that question. Why would they have not given us those games yet? And then here's another comment for food for thought. I just realized something. It's Pokemon's 30th birthday. Why would you not do a Gen 1 remake? Gen 1 birthday, Fire Red, Leaf Green. Like, it all connects. It all makes sense. Like, they want to do something Gen 1 related to celebrate the birthday. So they're like, screw it. Let's put out Fire Red, Leaf Green. We don't want to do a whole remake. Right, exactly. They don't want to do another remake. They don't want to, what are they going to, they can't re-release Eevee and Pikachu. Like, what are they going to do? You bring Fire Red and Leaf Green. That sounds nice, right? Just like Dazzle, they're cleaned up. They're a little bit more approachable. Let's all be real. It's a lot less exciting for them to release Red, Blue, and Yellow than it is Leaf Green and Fire Red. Anybody understand that? I think that's an accurate thing to say, right? Like, I'm sorry. I love Red, Blue, and Yellow. I personally love Red, Blue, and Yellow. But I think a lot less people are going to be able to wrap their head around those games and to enjoy those games than people who are going to go and pick up Leaf Green and Fire Red. Leaf Green and Fire Red are colorful. They're well put together. The pixel art is on point. They're very playable in the modern era. Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow aren't as playable. Listen, they're great games. I love them. I would play Yellow all day, every day. But they're not as playable. They're pretty crusty games, dude. They're real out of touch. The mechanics are all busted. Great balls don't work better than Pokeballs. Ultra balls are a waste of your time. Like, in all reality, if Nintendo did want to try to introduce Generation 1 to a new generation of Pokemon fans that have only played Scarlet and Violet on their Switch, I don't think you want to introduce them to Yellow, Red, and Blue. Sorry, but those games are crust buckets. You introduce them to Fire Red, Leaf Green. You give them the slightly less janky experience, right? Like, that's what you do. Like, this all is starting to make sense to me now. That's why we're not getting the originals. They're just too janky. They're novelty, man. The only people buying the janky games are diehard OG fans looking for a little hit of nostalgia, right? Like, people don't take those games that serious. Like, Fire Red, Leaf Green are really fully complete experiences that, like, it makes sense to push those forward, right? It does make sense, yeah. So interesting development in the Pokemon universe. I wonder what else is in store. Fire Red, Leaf Green, Pokepia DLC announced a month before the game comes out. Maybe some Pokepia features we don't know about yet. A bunch of mobile game updates that nobody cares about. A new set in TCG Pocket announced. some new characters in Pokemon Unite, and then maybe Generation 10 announcement alongside a spin-off game. I believe it is time for Mystery Dungeon. I'm just gonna say it. It's time for a new Mystery Dungeon. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my GBs. You know, I don't know what I just made that word up. Yeah, Pokemon games on GameCube. That makes sense to me. At least one of them. Pokemon Ranger upgraded. Do we have Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 both on the app? By chance? Do you guys know? I know we have 1. Do we have 2 as well? I think we do. So we already have the Pokemon Stadiums out of the way. So they couldn't really surprise us without doing, again, Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal, Fire Red, Leaf Green, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. That's the only surprises in the Nintendo Switch Online camp. Right? That's it. We already have Stadium 1 and 2. So then otherwise it's just GameCube games. Unless we get like Hey You. Wait, what if we get Hey You Pikachu? Dude, wait a second. We have a microphone now. What if they bring back Hey You Pikachu for the first time in my whole life? What if I get a chance to play Hey You Pikachu again? I didn't even think about that. I would love to tell Pikachu to go pick up that asshole over and over. I mean, apple. Yo, Pikachu, the apple. Go pick up the apple. Pikachu, the apple. Pikachu. That would be so sick, dude. Did you see? Moopa. Dude, a Mystery Dungeon game would be sick. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Pokemon Day is going to be hyped, though. Pokemon Day is going to be hyped, dude. Also, we have a Sony State of Play that's going to be pretty hype as well. And that's tomorrow. I'm taking tomorrow off. Sony State of Play is something we might watch on Friday if there's enough people interested. All right. I don't know for sure how many of y'all want to sit down and watch like an hour-long Sony Direct, considering most of us here are Nintendo fans. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do instead is watch it in the Discord off stream. That's actually what I think I might do. I might just watch it live in the Discord off stream, and we could just hang out on my day off. I think I might do something like that, because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I want to watch something like that's not live, like an hour later. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We're going to save No Man's Sky for tomorrow and Friday, probably, because there's drops. So they're starting drops tomorrow, Dazabound, and they're doing a different drop every day from tomorrow until Tuesday. So there's a drop from Thursday to Friday, from Friday to Saturday, from Saturday to Sunday, from Sunday to Monday, from Monday to Tuesday. And each of them are like ships and goodies and stuff that honestly not like the coolest stuff, but some of it's cosmetic. So like, I don't know. I'm thinking instead of doing No Man's Sky tonight, we maybe start it tomorrow night or Friday night. And we start giving out some drops. I don't know. Maybe that's a better play, so. Yeah, I was just doing some Fantasy Life casually, Moopa, because I needed to pivot and I just missed the game. I just missed the game, so. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I'll be back tomorrow officially. Sorry, I'll be back Friday morning officially But you might see me again as soon as tomorrow for some No Man's Sky on my day off. I might just show up for a no cam. You guys down for a no cam, dude? I might just show up tomorrow, like afternoon, evening, with just like a no cam day off No Man's Sky journey or something. Because I want to give you all the drops, but it's my day off for the week, so it's like, of course they would announce a No Man's Sky update and drops right before my day off. Like, of course, because, you know, I could have took Tuesday off. I could have took Wednesday off. But of course they waited till today. Yes, of course. So, you know, maybe we'll do a Charlie Brown stream tomorrow. Little off camera, little day off stream. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how I feel. All right, y'all. This is Highly Descent signing off from another wonderful Hyrule Gaming Group production. If I don't see y'all here Friday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard, that's 2 p.m. Central European. I'll see you when I see you, fam. Don't forget to game on. And of course, as always, peace. Wrap it up. And on to the next episode. Peace. All right. We are out of here, y'all. Thank you, everyone. Seriously, I'll see y'all in the Discord. Thank you for supporting me, for your continued viewership, your patronage to the channel, to the journey to my dream. It all means the world to me. Thank you. Those of you on YouTube, thanks for hanging out today. Of course, Twitch gang, you already know the deal. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. Honored to be a part of your daily routines, and I'm certainly honored to have you as a part of mine. Thank you for hanging out for the game switch and for some variety today. And I'm excited to dive into the weekend with y'all here this coming Friday. But until next time, this is Highly Descent signing off. Peace, y'all. And hit them cat jams, baby. Peace.